A little bit tired of life, like you're not really happy, but you don't wanna die. Like you're hanging by a thread, but you gotta survive, cause you gotta survive. Like your body's in the room, but you're not really there. Like you have empathy inside, but you don't really care. Like you're fresh out of love, but it's been in the air. Am I past repair? Am I past repair? A little bit tired. Okay, hey guys, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez, coming at you today with a Veve Owe Me update video. Guys, if you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. I love you all. Just real quick before I do get started, buddy of mine, this girl Beck that we had trained with back in the day, we served together. She has passed away, so I will be drinking tonight. Might get a little silly later, especially because I lost the cap to the Tesla Tequila, so I might have to kill it. That was very poor choice of words. I might have to drink the rest of the bottle because, again, why waste good tequila? So we do have a breaking news from the. Where's my phone? Here it is. Breaking news from the Veve, and I'll read it to you real quick. Veve is partnering with Ron English on 2 drops this Saturday, in which all net proceeds will benefit the NZ Red Cross humanitarian efforts for Ukraine refugees. More details soon. So I think that's just NZ. I think that just means New Zealand, right? Red Cross in New Zealand. Yeah, it does. So all of that money will go there. I don't know how much that is donated to the Red Cross, maybe like 85% or whatever. Again, I'm not sure how much, but that will go into their that will go into helping Ukraine. So they do say the net proceeds. So I think after they pay Ron English, which honestly, he's such a cool stand-up dude. He's probably taking like a small minimal fee, even if he might even be doing this for free. I don't know. I'd love to get him on the podcast, but he's doing it. And this is a picture of one of them. Actually, here's the picture of those guys. It's on the thumbnail, so y'all should be able to see it pretty clearly. It's got the kid driving the airplane. Almost kind of looks like that new Star Wars trailer we have where Luke Skywalker's pretending to pilot and stuff. But actually, some of this is really dark. Like there's decapitate. Like these. I don't know if I mean, I'll buy it just to huzzah for Ukraine and donate. But I don't know if I want to look. This is a little creepy. Is that a pig? I think that's a pig in the background there. Now he does typically disturbing art, but my God, man. And you know what? I mean, art's supposed to provoke you, and art's supposed to make you think. And not 100% sure if I like what I am thinking right now. So, oh, that tastes different. All right. I really hope that seal was on because that. Whew. Normally tequila, especially Tesla tequila, tastes a bit better. I don't know. I'm gonna YOLO. So outside of that, there was many, like, am I 50 Cent trying to sing Many Men? Because many times, videos have been made over the past day, since yesterday, since my last live stream, since Reese had gone on with the Kill Patterson. Kill Patterson will be coming on the stream. When will he be coming on? He'll be coming on the 14th for that. We have Heather Truax that is coming on the 15th. We have our favorite bread cat, Brock McBlockchain. I got him on. He'll be coming on 28 March. We are actually going to be doing some day drinking that day as well. I can't wait for that. He's such a cool dude. I'm so glad to be able to get him on. And I was just on Orange Bag Lady's stream not too long ago, a couple hours back. That was so much fun. I did a stream with her in which I interviewed her, and it went well. It was good. We got to really know Orange Bag Lady. We got to really learn some stuff about her. But the one that I like, where she interviewed me, she's a better interviewer, man. Like, that was so much fun. That was so much, maybe because the pressure was off because I wasn't doing the interview. But yeah, we talked about everything. So definitely go watch that. Whether it's Poba G will be on here next week as well on the 16th. Whether it's Poba G, whether it's Cavell Anderson, or there's Dino Lang, there are so many people making videos off of that 53-minute stream that Akil Patterson had yesterday. So very, very bullish on that. There's a lot. Cavell Anderson made like 6 videos as well. He had it. He streamed it, and then he made like 4 or 5 videos on top of that. So things are going really well. And just to reiterate, for those of you, oh yeah, I haven't said this yet, or I might have said it in the video this morning, but in case nobody watched it, because I think it was like 500 people watched it. My friend Mike, good friend, another buddy of mine from the military, who happened to go and inherit a little bit of money. He says, "Yo, Chavez, I see you posting all the time about this stuff. What do I do?" It's like, all right, how much money are we working with? And let's just say it's 100,000, or it was a little more, but I put it down that to make things simple. I said, listen, out of $100,000, if you want to be safe, because he has a family and he has a, he's got kids, he's got the sport, and he's got 1 more year left in the military before he retires. So he will have that income, and then he'll, whatever job he gets elsewhere. So out of the 100,000, if you want to be safe, half of it should probably go to Bitcoin. And then, okay, well, you have $50,000 left. And then I said you should probably do a split. 25% should go to Ethereum, and the other 25% should go to OMI. And like I've said before, I love Solana, Cardano, Binance Coin, a whole bunch of those other coins that are really, really good. But I put OMI ahead of those. And should he have diversified a little bit more? Maybe, but these I do see the most upside to. Honestly, maybe because of the swing, what happens with XRP. Now, I don't really like that 100%. I'm 100% on XRP's side in that lawsuit, because am I Rorschach? An attack on one is an attack on all. Like he was talking about superheroes, I'll talk about crypto, but still, heck the SEC. I would have a. I'm trying to think. I would much rather have it in other things, even though XRP probably would be a really good flip over the next couple months. But again, you could have other exchanges like Gate.io. Like Reese said in that interview yesterday, yeah, 4 to 5 exchanges within the next year, through February 28th of next year. But also said that, hold on, 7, 15, 19, 20. Yeah, okay, sorry. I had to do something in my head. But that doesn't take into account exchanges that are just going to list it because they list it. Those are the ones that they have planned for. Gate.io, like there was no reaching out to Gate.io, hey, can you list us? No, they just did it. So I think outside of the 4 to 5 that we get, we'll probably get another 1 to 2 also, just from people doing that. Again, just my opinion, just some speculation here. All right, that was a little better. All right. I want to get to comments here real quick. Crypto Boy says, what's up, Randy? What's going on? How you doing, fam? Royce Darbone says, what's up, homie? What up, Royce? There was it's not a very common name. I love that name. In the 1990s, the St. Louis Cardinals baseball team had was he shortstop? I think a shortstop called Royce Clayton. And he's very good. He's pretty quick, decent hitter. I remember because I was playing Ken Griffey Jr. Like, hey, this is Ken Griffey Jr. Let's play Major League Baseball. They didn't have to go that hard with that soundtrack, but they did. It was pretty good. Anyway, I love that name. So, but cheers. Daniel Marquez says, comment, I'll hang for a bit. Well, thank you, Daniel. You're always commenting on my stuff. Always good for the YouTube algorithm. Clap it up for Daniel. For Marquez. General Marquez. All right, it's a... what is that? That's a reference to Once Upon a Time in Mexico. If anyone hasn't seen that movie, oh my God, it's so good. General 69 says, when do you think the next exchange announcement will be? So I had a notification from a Veve before. I think it was just Reese before. It might have been Reese, or maybe it was a Comey. I forget. So also somebody Wubba said, Reverend Alex, he tanks all FUDs with his rhythm shield and releases the energy as music to the community. Rumor has it he eats 4 red hot chili peppers every morning to keep up his tenacity. And Reese retweeted this from Wubba. I thought that was great. They got Alex there as like a almost like those are like the pants Eddie Guerrero used to wear, like the Latino heat. It was so great. But Reese had, I think it was Reese. Let me check just to make sure. Maybe it wasn't Reese. It was a Comey. But it was just another notification that they had retweeted what Bitmart had tweeted. Bitmart had gone on and said, "Oh, hey, no exchange, but taking Omi." And when I got that notification that Akomi tweeted something, I kind of didn't see the retweet. It just saw a tweet. I was like, "We got another exchange." I was like, "Oh, okay, it's still Bitmart." I was like, "There's no way." Also, trading for that goes live in 14 hours, so very, very good. Very excited. Adam Awesome Face says, "Don't say day drinking; it's bad for you." Okay, we shall cheers. 3 cheers, sweet revenge. We shall cheers to we'll sip. What are those things that chefs do? Chefs say they say you have to 3 sips. One's to taste, one's to swirl. I don't know. They went over it in an episode in Gilmore Girls where Lorelai and Suki have a catering company, and then they get Emily Gilmore as a client, and then they have to treat her as any other client. So they have to do the taste, and it's taste once for something, things 2 for texture, 3. It's like Winnie the Pooh in the 100-Acre Wood. 1 to get ready, 2 to get set. 4. Like Tigger. I'm going through so many references here. I apologize, and I don't know where that Winnie the Pooh thing came from. I just saw that a few times when I was a kid. I'm seeing a couple of my cousins on Saturday. I think I showed it to them. I think that's why I need another drink. But we shall be doing a taste testing of some of our favorite daddy sodas, our favorite adult beverages. Me and the bread cat. I should get him on here. He doesn't have a YouTube channel, but I can still probably get him on there. Anywho, I can't wait for that. And he's got a he's CEO of the Fiches. For those of you that do not know him, how dare you? What Adam Awesome Face is referencing, where I had mentioned the sipping of the beverages, is Brock McBlockchain. Will be on the podcast. I'm not even sure what time. I think I wrote it down. It is at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we're going to be starting early. And on the 28th of March, I can't wait for it. CEO of the Fiches, just absolute insane intelligence, and I can't wait. So moving on to the questions. Where was I? Yeah, so the next exchange announcement. Well, let's say we have, Reese said 4 to 5 in a year. So let's say it's 4, be conservative. Let's say 1 every 3 months. So let's say 1 in June, 1 in September. Well, actually, but again, even with that, we'll probably have minimum of 1 other exchange that will list us without even us having to do anything. So let's say 5. So let's say every 2.5 months. So end of May, early August, late October. I'd say we get 3 by Halloween. But I think because Reese has been saying, yeah, full Omi utility in 4 quarters, maybe he's being a little conservative now with the timelines. I mean, he did say full utility, and that's the other thing I don't think I've mentioned before. When he said full utility, or not even that, he did say full utility in a year, but when asked what he was spending his money on, not him himself, what Akomi's spending their money on, he basically said, well, first he explained that we have licensors to pay. We have that 30% fee to Apple and Google. When money goes in there, we have to pay the workers at Akomi. We have to pay for the Viviverse. And that's where I heard it. Ears perked up like I'm a dog. Like Tim Allen. And he would have only had to say paying the workers for Akomi and Vivi. He didn't have to say the Viviverse if Vivi was doing if Vivi was building the Viviverse himself. So I believe that him saying paying for the Viviverse either suggests or confirms that a third-party organization, whoever they are, will be building the Viviverse. Again, just speculation, just my opinion. I am just a man getting toasty. Cheers, Beck. So yeah, those are the exchanges. I know I start off on one thing and then I go to another thing. Where do I put my phone? I have no room over here. I'll put it up there. Okay. It's not stable up there. Crypto Boy says, these days your content is getting less educational. Can you please stick to topics? I mean, for the daily videos, they will pretty much just stick to the metaverse at large. That will be educational, but the streams are, I answer every question. If a question happens to take me off on wherever it goes, like y'all could ask me, hey, what are you drinking? What type of tequila do you like? What type of whiskey do you like? Well, I go over every comment, so I have to answer, like I'm doing for you. And if I want to tell a story, like, you know what, just for that comment, I want to tell a story about my friend Beth. Um, so she's like, well, what type of name is Chavez? When we were just in tech school together. And I was just like, this name means nothing to me. I'm adopted. And then she's like she laughed. She's like, oh my God. It's like, oh, like, where are you adopted? I was like, oh, I'm from Peru. And and then she's like, oh, okay. And then we go on and we become really good friends. She was not good at basketball. Um, and I remember messaging her one day when I was on the, maybe I should make a whole video about this. When I was under the influence of something, I was like, I was texting her. I was like, I just saw Rolly's Snapchat and she got sunburned. And that reminds me, you're pretty white. So I hope you put on sunscreen. And then she's like, yeah, I would never leave the home without it. And she sends me a picture. It's like, oh, that's great. So you see what you did there. Moving on. No NFT says, Randy, you need to do a video on Skull Tunes NFT. Do it. It's going to be fire. Can you message me somewhere about the Skull Tunes to make me remember? I will try to branch out a little bit. Raven says, Red Cross New Zealand. New Zealand represent. Hey yo. I hope you all and your family are doing well and everything. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, Red Cross. I don't know too much about. Most of my charities I've stuck to are really animal charities. So I don't know. No other NFT says, this is what's up, Red Cross and Veve. Hopefully Red Cross announces this to the world. Let's go, Veve. I do hope that they announce this as well, saying, hey, I also hope that this is a really high mint. We don't have a Medium article yet going over the details. We will probably get that tomorrow afternoonish. I'm going to go see the Batman tomorrow, which I am excited about, but I guarantee you we get a article talking about what we're going to get on Saturday right before then or while I'm there. So I'll save it for that night, I guess. Excuse me. But I really hope this is something high mint. And I hope that they have like 5 different layers of things. Hope that they have like the super expensive for people that want to just be like, oh, this is how much I donated. I got it. And then I hope they have like 100,000 mints of like a random piece saying like I helped or something like that, like a badge or whatever to put on an avatar, to put on one of your guys. Because that would help raise a lot of money. Give it out for like $20, $10, $15. I don't know, whatever it is. I would really like that because give you flair to your NFTs. But I mean, the more they make, the more they get to donate. The proceeds go in there. I think that's really good. So yeah, moving on. Let's go. Yeah. J Solo 9 says, "What's up, Randy? What's going on?" So J Solo, I have some of this still left. I got some breaded chicken. I'm pretty good. I'm really enjoying that. I did some chest and triceps today. Oh, that was a good workout. Oh, tough day. Oh. Justin says, Veve making some questionable things. What are they making? I mean, the NFTs? I mean, the designs were by Ron English, I think. I don't know. Yeah. Wes says, the Veve Ukraine relief project looking sus. How is that looking sus? I mean, you mean like if the picture looks a little scary? I mean, that's what war is. It's not fun. It's not like rainbows and sunshine. That's cool. So yeah. Golden Boy saying, love the drop of Saturday. Congrats to Veve for this amazing drop, and most importantly, it being for charity. Yeah, Veve being on the right side of history. I remember I said the other day, it was in one of I have so many videos of so many live streams, but it was I think it was a couple of people in the metaverse or a couple of companies have said that they were doing something, some type of donation or they, for Ukraine. And I said, like, I bet you other metaverses go on top of this, and they do this as well. I said I would expect Veve to do something like. The one reason why I wasn't 100% expecting it is because they're so busy already. But again, one of their designer offices, I think, was in Ukraine, and obviously that's why they didn't get an international women's NFT thing going, because I think the team that was in charge of that was in the Ukraine office, and it's like, oh, they got some stuff going on there. Oh, I think that's why. Oh god. And Justin says, but Death Syringe was too much. Yeah. This one's a little scary, but yeah, Death Syringe is too, like, I don't. But then you have the serial killers. Excuse me. You have a frog that's putting in sugar, injecting sugar into his veins. I don't know how that's healthy, but yeah. Adam Awesomeface, thank you for the super chats. Wow, you're a great thing. Alligator Loki solo series announced 3 hours ago. Looks like you're about to have that. There's no way. I would have been. I am. All right. It's not saying that I don't believe you. It is just easier for me to take on those who doubt you if I just verify. There's no way. I feel like I definitely would have gotten texted about this. Like, Alligator Loki. Wait, and I was Alligator. Wait, hold the freaking phone. Alligator Loki to start in his own spin-off series? Get the fudge at it. Why did nobody tell me about this? Why did nobody? I don't want to say this Telegram. Yeah, I just. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. 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 So by Jenna Anderson on comicbook.com. Out of the breakout original characters from the Marvel Cinematic Universe shows on Disney Plus, officially jumping over to the world of comics. On Thursday, Marvel Comics announced that Alligator Loki, who originally debuted in his first season of Loki Disney Plus series, will be earning his own 12-part comic story. The Alligator Loki tale will be available through the Infinity Comics format and will be released exclusively on Marvel's Unlimited app. The series is written by Alyssa Wong, with art by Robert Quinn and colors by Pete Pentazis. Asgard, I am going to buy so many of these issues. Asgard's favorite reptile is starring in a new Infinity comic. Oh my god. First chapter of the comic, which is titled Family Bonding, is now available. Oh my god, you could read it now? Oh my god. They get to know one another at an Asgardian amusement park. That is amazing. That is so heckin' amazing. Ooh, excuse me. That's amazing. Inside the Magic.net actually got it a few days ago. Cheers to them. Breakout stars. Yeah. One of the breakout stars was Alligator Loki. Let's see what they wrote. Infinity Comics are a book format that is exclusive to the Marvel Unlimited app, which can be read like. Oh wow, this happened 3 days ago and nobody told me. Now it's about time for Alligator Loki to get the same treatment. Will drop on Marvel Unlimited March 11th. Oh my goodness, this is like the greatest thing of my life. New series will answer one of the fans' enduring questions about Alligator Loki. What did Thor look like in a branch universe where the trickster god was an alligator? Some fans theorize that Alligator Loki's Thor could have been the frog/Thor Throg seen in a jar in the void. We know what that was. Loki director Kate Herron had teased that she had more plans for Throg. Perhaps Alligator Loki could turn up in Loki Season 2, of course, alongside Owen Wilson's Morbius, who will be taking on new roles in Time Variance Authority. After the death of He Who Remains, over the new Marvel Loki Series 2 will be back. Yeah, I think they're starting filming soon. Yep. Season Loki dealing with Marvel. Yep. Okay. Wow, that's amazing. This is like the greatest thing in the world. Oh my god, there's so much news. I love this. Is the greatest day of my life. Not really, but it's okay. I still don't know where to put this. Thank you, Mr. Adam Awesomeface, for letting me know about that. Where was I here? Nomad with NFTs says, everyone tweet this in hashtag Ukraine-Russia conflict and similar pages. Let's get the word out. Probably should. As I do retweets, it'd probably be a good thing to tweet out. Crypto Boy says, "Are you now working, Randy?" I mean, I don't have like a day job. I mean, I do YouTube, and that I guess counts maybe. Um, I don't have a like I don't get a paycheck from anyone. I mean, if I go and play poker, I'd say that probably counts as work. If I do a PI job, that probably counts as work also. Um, I don't. Yeah, because I would call it a job, even though they take like a few days. But no, I don't. I'm not doing any work right now. Just says, is something racist like salvation? Are they? I don't know about that. Just like is I would love to read an article or like watch a series saying like this is why this organization is racist, but I don't. Yeah, I don't think they are. Um, Critter was, how do you earn your living? Um, so I mean, I had worked tirelessly, not every waking hour, but pretty much every waking hour for I would say I guess since joining the military, and then afterwards, I guess even we had some off time in the military. We had some downtime where we had some shenanigans. Oh, Beck, love you. Um, we no, but after I got out in May of 2017, I had started a company underneath the umbrella of another one, and I worked through until 2021 in March, I think. So it's almost been a year since I've retired. Um, and now I just kind of do what I do. I might have to go back soon though if I don't have a good way to like be able to pay that tax bill. So I'll keep you posted. Justin says, I feel for Russian civilians. They get no love. Oh, Russian civilians are getting like the worst of it because like one, they like Pornhub, they not letting them access. Like OnlyFans is not letting them do their thing. Um, there's no more like McDonald's is closing their stores there, and there's so much sanctions over there, and not only that, but Putin finally, stomped out the last piece of independent journalism over there. So the only news that they're getting is just like pro-Rush. But like most citizens over there actually do support Putin, but that's because all of their whole news is saying like, oh yes. Now, granted, there is a grain of salt or a grain of truth in all of the propaganda, meaning that yeah, Eastern Ukraine got crapped on all of 2014. Like 2014, they like when Ukraine had decided to not when they voted to not join the European Union, there was some random government agency, I don't know who it was, that had initiated a coup, ousted that president in 2014, and put in a pro-European Union one. So a lot of Ukraine wanted to break off, not necessarily join Russia at all. They just wanted to go and be independent. And Kiev and Ukraine's like, all right, yeah, we're just gonna bomb you. We're gonna force you to be peaceful with violence. So they have gotten the worst of like they are heck so badly. But that being said, Russia's news outlets are painting it as like Putin is like Jesus. He's like he's like savior of everyone, saying like this war is righteous and this war is great and this war, um, and they don't even believe that it's a war. They believe that it's like a tactical, a spec ops like maneuver. But the people that are like free thinkers, like, well, let's see what other news outlets are saying. Let me go to like Twitter. Let me go to wherever and look at independent news. And it's like, oh, these independent news places are saying things that are different than what Russia media is going and slinging. And if you share that, you get arrested for sharing fake news, and you get arrested up to like 8 years for protesting. Like yeah, dude, they are getting the absolute shaft. I feel so bad for the civilians on both sides of this. And like, imagine if let's say you are like totally into that like propaganda. You're 17. Let's say like wind the clocks back a few months ago. You're 17. You joined to serve Mother Russia, to serve your country, and you get told by your superior, like, trust me, when you're out of basic training, you think that your country can like do no wrong. Now, obviously, me as an adult, kind of before I joined, I was 21. I mean, I wasn't a 17-year-old kid, but I was, anyway, I was slightly older. I was 21 when I joined, and you're just like, oh, hey, integrity first, service before self and excellence in all we do. And you're kind of taught that, like, hey, this is what military should be, and you follow orders, and you know. So if you're 17 coming straight out the Russian propaganda farm, and suddenly you get told, hey, we're going to do this military exercise. You ready? You ready? You know, putting this training to the test. I'm like, okay, let's go. And suddenly you're in a whole different country. Suddenly people are firing at you. You don't know what the fudge is going on. And then your super's like, you're either going to fight or you're going to die. I'll put a bullet in you myself. And it's like, oh my God, what do I do? Okay, yeah. I do feel bad for some of the Russian soldiers as well. Because I can't imagine they want to be there. Like, I can't imagine that at all. I mean, there's going to be some psychopaths that are just like, let's go, let's get some blood. You have some of those in every army, every military. But yeah, I feel there's a lot of loss, and I feel like, you know, you just need to show a lot of people a lot of love, and hopefully they, you know, have a reaction, and a reciprocal reaction in which they also show love. But who knows how people react. Moving on here. Jay Solo says, Randy, you need to do an interview with Crypto Rain. I would love to. Does he have a Twitter? Does he have a... keep putting my phone where I can't reach it. Where I can't... Well, that's a lie. I reached it, but... Jesus. All right, hang on. Crypto Rain. Does he have a Twitter? Let's go to the... Oh, excuse me. I don't know which one is him. All right, let me go to the... Oh God, hiccups. Let me go to the YouTube and see if Crypto Rain has a Twitter in his description. There's his about stable coins, BlockFi, Celsius. Oh my God, this dude's got every single thing ever, NordVPN, but he does not have a Twitter, or it doesn't look like he does. So I'm a little bit... anyone know how to get in touch with them? I think that'd be great. Also, if everyone could go in and smash that like button like that, that is a free way to help support the channel. That'd be heckin' great. I would really love that. Really, really, really love that. All right, I'm gonna put that on over there. Moving on here. No one with NFTs says, I'm absolutely buying one of those. My mother's cousin right now is in the Ukrainian army fighting the Russians. I'm from Russia. So is my mom, so the situation is so effed. I feel you, man. I feel you. I really do. J-Solo9 says he's also a huge advocate for Veve and Omi. Oh, yes, Crypto Rain, yeah. I think, yeah, Taps Trades interviewed him last year. And before he went on that interview with Taps Trades, he says that, yeah, Omi can go to $1. Now, again, this was last year. He said Omi can go to $1 this year, and again, when he said it on Taps Trade, like when he went on Taps Trades' stream, he reiterated, like, no, he was not drunk. He was not on anything. No new allergy medication. He said, yeah, no, I think we can go to $1. And Taps's like face is like, what? Like, it was great. Gonna need some more of that. Yeah. I would love to get him on. Someone let me know how to contact him. Wes says, Crypto Boy, Randy's retired. Sergeant. Steven Sanchez, is this guy cool? Wow, well, thank you, Steven Sanchez. Wubba says, get George on your podcast. Oh, that'd be so much fun. I am George. We are all George. He's such a fun guy, man. I would love to have a beer with him. I would love... dude, like his face and his answer every time someone would ask him, like, hey, what do you think about a Comey? He's like, yeah, I really like their licenses. Yeah, our licenses are really good. Like, he would just, like, zone out into, like, and you could tell that he was, like, looking at all, like, in his mind, he was looking at all these crazy licenses and just like, yeah. I was like, anyone ever see that guinea pig that has, like, this existential crisis? For the people that have, you know exactly what I'm talking about. For the people that haven't, like Chavez, guinea pigs ain't having no existential crisis. There's this guinea pig that is on TV, like, for whatever reason, somehow in, like, a commercial, and he's just eating this little carrot, like, nom, 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 nom. And then suddenly he goes, it's like he's Joe Biden, like, oh, like he suddenly realizes that, what are we? Am I a thing? What is my purpose in life? You pass the butter, you know, like that type of thing. Adam Awesomeface, thank you so much for that $20 super chat. Says, don't say day drinking is bad for you. Yes, it is. But having a little zibbity bubbly, that's a Chris Jericho thing. I love that man so much. Get a little bit of the bubbly. He is so good. He's just love him. Sipping of the beverages. Wubba Wubba says, woot woot, thanks for the shout out. The body was exactly based off Eddie Guerrero. I knew it. Latino. Oh my God. You know, I never actually got to see him wrestle. And I've gone to a lot of SmackDown and Raw events. I never actually got to see him wrestle. I did get to chant his name one day when I did see Rey Mysterio wrestle. And we got the chant going, Eddie, Eddie, Eddie. Oh my God, that was like, that was a good memory. That was good. That was a good memory. I think he won that match. I forget what it was about, where we saw it, but it's good times. Oh, where am I here? Hippos says, did you hear Veve is separating from Akomi? 2 different companies? Yeah, I mean, they're already two different companies. So, I mean, I would have, Akomi owns Veve? Or Veve is just part of the Akomi ecosystem underneath the Orbis umbrella? Either way, I don't know what Veveverse is going to be. I don't know if Veveverse will now own Veve and Akomi, or they'll be their own separate thing. I assume Orbis will still have some type of thing over them, but I don't know. We'll see. We shall see. Wes says, I'm drinking with Randy too. Cheers, mate. You the man. I love you guys. Radic says, got 3 goofies. Hopefully he does well. Yes, I am very, very bullish on those cards. Those are good cards. I want them forever. Mm-hmm. GF Low says, so are we burning from the circulating supply right now or from the reserve? We are currently burning from the reserve. Currently, there is no way to burn from the circulating supply because, you know, you could buy it from the circulating supply, but there's no, I mean, and you could, I guess the only place to burn is if really they just get like lost. Like if you have layer 2 OMI and you go to transfer it to the app on layer 1 OMI and it gets lost, or vice versa. If you have layer 1 OMI and you go to try to put it on an exchange, can't do that. You need a bridging system. We will get that at some point. Same thing if you try to send Go OMI to an ERC20 OMI address or an ERC20 OMI address to a Go address. You know, it's that'll happen. So you have to be really, really careful with doing that. I'm pretty much an expert at it now. A little bit of an expert. If no buybacks, the burns don't really matter. Your thoughts? No, they still definitely matter. I mean, would you want a reserve wallet with 340 billion OMI, or do you want a reserve wallet with only 70 billion OMI? I'd rather have much less, because again, it's a mental thing for people out there, investors. Oh, how much OMI in total is out there? Even though really only circulating supply really matters as far as price, it's just a mental thing. You want that to be really low. RPM 87 says, glad you don't always stick to topics. I need the stories. The stories keep me sane while hodling. Yeah, I think they're good. I think, you know, it's my channel and I'll story if I want to. No, I mean, I get it though. Like if you're here and you're just looking to like learn, but all right, come on, get to the good stuff, get to the facts, get to the, you know, whatever. Like I get it. You know, it's like when you're it's like when you're in a rush going places. Like I was in a rush today I was at the grocery store getting my grilled chicken, breaded grilled chicken, but still. And I had to go on stream with Orange Bag Lady. I was like, oh, I'm not gonna make it. And I'm in the parking lot and I'm trying to drive, but there's an old lady in the car ahead of me. There's an old lady trying to back out, and this old lady wants to get either into her spot or the spot next to her. But the old lady's having an issue backing out, and there's another old lady not like trying to come in. I was like, oh my God, like, all right, if y'all old ladies are going to make me late, I'm going to pull down my, you know, roll down my windows, or push down in this day and age, and blast some like falling in reverse. So like, if you're going to make me late, you're going to listen to my emo. So it was all just, we got through like half the song. And you see some of the other older ladies that are like packing up their cars, are like, what is this filth? What is this music? And I was just like laughing in emo. Yeah, yeah, so I entertain you guys with stories every now and then. Moving on. Where was I? Nomad with NFT says, I messaged you on Twitter, my man. Oh, well, thank you. Forget about what, though. I forget what we were talking about before, but I'm going to go. Nomad with NFTs? Oh, hey. Okay, so the Skull Tunes is fire. Check it out. Oh, 3D art? Maybe I should try to get him on. Teodoro is a 3D artist designer. Trailblazing Web 3.0, empowering real artists to join the community. That's really cool. Ooh. Excuse me. Is that like a Luigi? Waluigi? He looks like... They look cool. They look cool. I mean, I don't know if I'd buy it, but he looks cool. Oh god, hiccups. Big hiccups. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. Okay. All right, where am I? Gonna get back to more comments here. Adam also faced with that $20 super chat. Says Alligator Loki series announced 3 hours ago. Looks like you're about to have that Gator money. I wonder how that comic will do. I'm very, very curious. I mean, I'm gonna get it, but yeah, I'm so curious. I don't know where. I think it's only gonna be on the app though, right? I don't think they're actually making. Well, I gotta go to that again. All right, so Alligator Loki comic. Makes his Infinity comic debut on Marvel Unlimited. Okay, but it's a 12-part roll every other Friday. So I have to wait 23 weeks in order to read the whole thing. The fudge is out of I get it. I can't, but like I like to binge things. Oh, that's so cool. That is so cool. Look at that. But I mean, I guess that is good because people will be talking about it every other week. Oh, that's amazing. So do I have to visit Marvel Unlimited? I guess I'm going to visit Marvel Unlimited. Can I try free? 7 days free? I don't want to put in my credit card. I definitely don't want to put in my credit card. But how do I will find a way. Do you know the way? I'll totally find that. Do you get a little bit tired of... I'm sorry. Oh my god. So Rockman Blockchain tweeted out that at Real Randy Chavez just broke the news. Alligator Loki comic, the series. He obviously had inside info. Do I have a thing that I can... Oh no, I didn't. Okay, so let me go to the Google here and Alligator Loki comic. No. Okay. All right. Here we go. Okay. New comic gonna be lit. New issue every other Friday. Friday. I'm sorry. I know that is like one of the most hated songs, but it's just so catchy, man. You know. That's great. I'm glad that people do be watching them. Let's see what we got here. Adam also says, "Yep, Telegram. Gracias, senor. Gracias." Justin says that picture of Alligator Loki looks nuts. Looks amazing. It looks super fantastic. Let's move on here. Monarch MT says, "What sources news from?" It was from comic. There's a bunch of sources. There's more. Says Veve needs to help the needy in the States. So I have heard this everywhere. Yes, just because you care about people in Ukraine and Russia doesn't mean you should not care or stop caring about good people in other places. And I know the story, like, you know, help your own, like, be a gardener in your own garden, you know, like help your own before you help others. So I get it. I understand that. But the United States is not, well, always at war, but we're not going through a war on our own soil. You know, that like Canada didn't take like a whole bunch of super soldier serums, and we're not being invaded by anyone where people are being displaced from their homes. And you can make the argument that a lot of like, and I got a bunch of Chinese friends, but over the last, so in Queens, in let's just say like Woodside, there was when my grandma was there, like 25, 30 years ago, when I like kind of grew up there, they were almost all like white people. And now it's not like it's a lot of Asian people, a lot of Chinese came in, bought in a bunch of apartment buildings, but came in with a bunch of their money. There's this my friend Lida, good buddy of mine, came up with a theory saying that there is a chance that the Chinese government giving a lot of people a lot of money to come in here, buy up real estate in the U.S. with cash, and it is like there's so many, a lot of the houses that are just they're worth so much money, so much money. It's redonkulous, well, redonkulous. But again, the people aren't really necessarily being displaced. I mean, there's I guess some gentrification going on. But again, that is there's still people leave one place to go to another place. My friend Paul Ascadel, who was just on the podcast as well, he has if you really want to like help people or have other people like help people, he's like one of the best people that I know. And I'll tell you why. He's got a nonprofit. We didn't meet in the military, but he is in the. Well, we're both veterans, and he's got a thing called fightuntilzero.org, where he helps try to combat human trafficking. Adults, like, you can kind of have your make the argument that you're responsible for your own actions and what happens to you, but not kids, man. Kids, like, they really can't help it. So you gotta, if you want to fight anyone, like if you want to donate, that's like one of the best places. He's a really good dude, and I love him. Moving on. At Awesome Faces, happy Martin Day, as in Mario, as in like Super Mario. I haven't seen any memes yet today about that, but yes, happy Martin Day, Mario Day. Monarch NFT says, I know Alligator Loki just got his own solo comic series, but a series where... Well, that's what he meant. It was a comic book series. Veve Shaman says, what's up, Randy? What's up, Veve Shaman? How's it going? How you been? I hope you're doing okay. What is that? 8:12 that you made that comment. What is it? All right, I'm only 20 minutes behind. I'm not that bad. Not that bad. I can chill for a little bit. And speaking of chilling, I'm going to drink a little bit more of the bubbly. Okay. I can't... Wow. This is really on there. This is really... Okay. There it is. Get a little bit tired of life. I love that song. It's, I don't even know who it's by. It's called Numb Little Bug or something like that. Y'all want to see the Tesla Kilo? Look at that. Beautiful lightning in a bottle. Put that over there. Okay, moving on here. Charles Moore says, and China and other countries are still buying things from Russia. I mean, yeah. I mean, I think a lot of USA is still buying stuff from Russia as well. There's a lot of different. I mean, there's almost nobody or no country that's like not guilty of that. That's not guilty of being like, oh, hey, let's continue buying stuff from Russia, even though they're waging this, craziness. It's so good. Moving on. Monarch NFT says, TV series, or are y'all talking about the comic series? Comic series. But, I mean, the demand is here. So I to get a comic book series, and he'll probably be in season 2, I reckon. That's like a prequel. Although I would love to hear like a voice. Does anyone ever watch My Little Pony? I think it's Pinkie Pie or Fluttershy. I think Pinkie Pie has a pet called Gummy. It's an alligator with like no teeth, and it has a what do you call it? It has one spot where it's this really like, it's almost like Vision. It's got this really philosophic type of like voice, and I'm kind of glad they didn't give Alligator Loki a voice, but at the same time, I would want Alligator Loki to have a voice to say some like really cool lines, to say some really cool things. Yeah. Justin said, at Charles Moore, we leave millions worth of equipment over in Afghanistan to help the needy in the States. Yeah, we left so much. Oh, God, ridiculous. Ridiculous how much waste that goes on in the government. Noah NFT says, Yeah, China and Russia are close friends. So is India. Yeah, so it's Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa. They are all buddy buddy. The BRICS nations. Charles Moore's laughing at Justin. Noah NFT says 200 to 400,000 people died in the Middle East. Lots of children. No one cared. Ukraine gets a few bombs. The world is protesting double standard. So this is going to get really, really racist really, really quickly. But here we are. And I'm not trying to be woke. I'm not trying to like virtue signal. I'm not trying to be like, yo, white people, check your privilege. I almost got banned on Facebook for saying it's okay to be white because I feel like there's a lot of like some people just like, especially, I have seen so many ridiculous things where people are like, oh, you're a straight white male, you have like the road is paid for, and do straight white males maybe have a little bit of advantage over like if I commit a crime or if Taps Trade is also half Mexican, so if I commit a crime or if I don't know, give me a white person, Kyle Willson commits a crime, most likely I would get the heavier sentence. Like that's just the world, okay? Like that's just the world. But that being said, there's like a lot of white hate around, and I don't feel like there should be. I feel like you don't want equal outcome. You want equal opportunity, which I get it. Not a lot of not everybody gets. But that being said, there's a reason why whitening skin cream is a multi-billion-dollar industry in Asia. There's a reason why on dating apps, white people get the most swipe rights. There's a reason why in anime, people are drawn very, very lightly. There's a reason why, like, even in like my friend Ty, like he's been on the podcast, Ty McDonough, he's been on multiple times. He says there's like and I've seen this in the military. I've seen this like in like the black community, in the African American community. There's a lot of people that, and this goes kind of the opposite way, that people don't like African Americans that are darker, do not really respect or care, or they make fun of like light skin. I've seen this when I was deployed. They'll be like, "Hey yo, like stop acting light skinned," like to another black person. Like, I don't understand that. Like, but anyway, America has this thing, or people of the world have this thing where the darker you are, the less people tend to care, and bombings in Afghanistan and Yemen and Iraq, like, okay, every loss of innocent life is horrible, no matter the race, creed, whatever. But if it's brown people, people tend to not care. Like, have you ever seen a hostage situation with minorities? Usually white people. As soon as it happens to a country that's white, everyone's always up in arms. Now, again, there is a big difference, and I might get canceled for this. Guys, if you have kids that are listening, if you have take them off right now. If you have people that are under 18, this is now an NSFW hearing. This is Afghanistan. Like, they have a term over there called Goat Fuck Wednesday because they just happen to fuck goats. And I don't know of any other culture where, not that where it's necessarily the norm, where there's like men having sex in the streets, and like where you can still marry like 9-year-old girls. Are you fucking kidding me with that? Again, I'm sorry for this language, but there are some places within the Middle East, not every place, not every person, but there are some crazy subcultures that practice this crazy, insane, backwards way of like, they're crimes. They are crimes in every other civilized part of the world. I don't see that in most of Europe. Like when you have all of these people from Syria going into European nations, and suddenly the crime in those European nations skyrocket, and Switzerland's answer to them is handing out bracelets that say "Don't rape me." I don't think that same thing is happening as Ukrainians are fleeing. I don't think that same thing is happening as Ukrainians are going into other countries. I don't think there's if there is an increase in crime, if there is, like, it's got to be not as much as what happened with a lot of other people claiming refugee status. And are there innocent people that are actually just fleeing the country and they just want a better life and they don't want to harm anyone and they just want to protect their family? Abso-heckin-lutely. And there's probably the majority of them. But there is just a... Vet TV said it best. How do you win the hearts and minds of people that have neither? They're like, where even farmers in, and I kind of understand this, but definitely don't. Farmers that are in Afghanistan or in wherever, they have their kids walk in front of the machine. So dad will be on the machine, the sewing machine, whatever it is. They'll have the kids walk in front so that if there's a bomb there, if there's an IED, the kid eats it and the machine doesn't. And their logic is, I can make a new kid, I can't buy a new machine. Holy fuck. And again, apologize for the language. But just, I forget this question that got me on. Oh yeah, so no NFT. Yeah, the double standard on that is, I get it. I see both sides of it. Where it's just like, okay, yeah, people are just going to care less about minorities dying than they do of white people. But at the same time, that's why a lot of a very loud minority of people over there, just absolute monsters. Minority of people over there. Most of the people are in general probably just want to be left alone and be fine and just live their best lives and have other people live their best lives. But yeah, there's craziness in the world, and there's no goat fuck Wednesday in Ukraine, as to my knowledge. So yeah, that's, I guess I needed to let that out. So I apologize, but I don't know. Okay, now back to our regularly scheduled programming. Moving on here. Charles Moore says 600 million to Ukraine. Some of these streets in the States war every day. Okay, so that's it. Yeah, that's another thing. Did the U.S. send aid to? I think the U.S. sends aid to Ukraine. U.S. sends aid to everywhere, like money aid. Now, most of that is taxation that they get from mostly poorer people. Well, mostly everyone, but anyway, and they send it to rich people in poor countries. Pretty ridiculous. But the second part of that saying so, yeah, like there's a ton of places in the States, even in New York, like Wyandanch was granted a lot better than it was 20 years ago, but still not the greatest place. Still shootings like all the time. Talk to any police officer, any corrections facility out there. Yeah, there's a lot of even ER nurse that say like, yeah, we see a lot of the same people in here with, gun wounds and knife wounds and whatever, getting in gang fights, happens. We can only hope that as things get better and, the rising tide raises all ships. Whoa says definitely double standard. The world didn't really care when Israel was doing the same thing to Gaza, but that's just reality. Politicians are the worst. Yeah, politicians are awful. I didn't even mention them before. Justin says World War II about the bankers. Iraq was about the oil. Afghanistan. World War II was about the bankers. Iraq was about oil. Afghanistan was about well, Afghanistan was about a lot of things. But yeah, maybe that was probably one of the things. Nomad with NFT says, if you didn't know, I'm your friend, Nomad with Qatar. Yes, I figured. I got the message on the Twitter. Justin says, people still believing the news after everything we've been through. Yeah, it's been insane. Charles Moore says, Justin, what is Ukraine about? I don't know. Gotta ask. John Whitehead says, since the promo code thing shows us they're probably moving into some physicals, I hope one of the first things I sell is a real world NFT frame. That would be dope. And I feel like they have mentioned that before, where they've gone like, I think it was even David Yu, or I forget who it was. It was somebody that said, hey, it would be kind of silly. It would get kind of boring if all you could do is look at the NFTs on your phone. And now they were probably referencing Veveverse, they were probably referencing interoperability. But yeah, it's been mentioned before, getting a frame. You can't see it, but there's a frame over there. Of pictures with those NFTs. That would be dope. I would pay lots of money for that. Moving on here. Justin says World Economic Forum / NATO pushback, I believe. Okay. RPM is 109,000 Omi. Wish that K was an M. yeah, that'd be great. But good for you. You will be 100,000-aire in the future. I remember when I first realized I was 100,000-aire. It was great. It was super heckin' fantastic. Patreon member shout out. I heard a knock upon my door the other day. I opened it, it's my God staring in my face. The feel of mortal stock, it still reverberates. Everywhere I go, I drag this coffin just in case. Oh, dude. Falling in Reverse is so good. Anywho, moving on here. John M. says, are there any cool physical collectible websites you like? Not really. I mean, I guess eBay for Pokemon cards, maybe Golden Auction, something like that. That was really cool. I still love Pokemon cards. Excuse me. Monarch NFT says, it's only available on Marvel, Unlimited app, weekly comics for 3 digital. Yep. Might have to get one, I might not. I don't know. I'll keep y'all posted. No hello to Dashy. Hello, Dashy. But real Randy Chavez, the breaking Omi news. A little breaking. RPM says, what do you think will happen to Poland if they hand over those MiGs? I have no idea. I'm not really hip. I'm not really I'm up to date with whatever's going on, especially with Poland. So I'm not 100% sure what that's referencing. Well, we shall see. Sinful Mama says, bread cat? You ever see when cats huddle with their feet and tail underneath you and you can't see them? It's a loaf of a cat where they're like, yeah, wow. I love it when people have like glass tables and a cat's like on top of the glass table and they're like this and people are like, ding, and they take a picture. That's the greatest thing. Oh. Sinful Mawa says, see the new South Park episode? One of the best. Airsoft and Airsoft teens? What? Okay, that sounds interesting. Teens go, getting hit. Ballin says, Randy and Co. How we doing? I went on a little bit of an outburst before that may or may not get me canceled. I don't know. We shall see. I get some inspiration from Long Beach Griffey. Long Beach Griffey is, he dares to go where no other man dares to go. It's just, also helps that he's black. If he was white, he would not be able to do that because he would get canceled. But him being black does give him that little bit of an edge. It'd be like, what, you racist? You trying to cancel? Like, yeah, it's so weird now. The one advantage that you have as a minority is that it's harder for you to get canceled because you can say stuff and it could not be racist. Like, it's so weird how if you say like all white men are trash and that's not racist, but if you say like, oh yeah, you got to be Spanish and park your car on the lawn, so and that's racist. That's funny. That's hysterical. Like I don't know about other. I've done that before. Why? Because there's no other parking spots on the street. I've done it. Am I a stereotype? I don't know. Maybe. Do I fold tacos? Absolutely. I am. So because of my training at Tropical Smoothie, I got master at folding tacos. God. We never had tacos there. We just made normal wraps, but I can roll one like a mother flapper. Drinking is fun. It is. It's great. Monarch NFT says, this is whack, though, that Alligator Loki's first comic appearance is a digital comic. Yeah, I know. We can't get it. That'd be great if we could get that. If that comes to Veve. It's over. Sinful Mala says, you're saying buying Red Cross NFT is a donation too? Currently, no, but I mean, I don't think that's a... I think what they're doing is that's not a Red Cross NFT. It's that... No, that's not about Pokemon. It's that it will benefit the Red Cross, New Zealand Red Cross, humanitarian efforts for Ukraine refugees. So they're just giving the money to them. And they have a dedicated fund that will go to them. There. Stromblest Kiwi says, hey Randy, just wondering if you think Veve can ditch their MTL partner and go with Stripe now that they have announced the move into the crypto industry. Um, so I've worked with Stripe. Stripe is very good. Stripe is in the lending business, actually. Um, they do pretty well. They're almost on par with PayPal. Not there yet, but again, they do pretty well. Um, when you have something like Stripe, which, to their credit, is an established good company, and they're just starting to make their way in the crypto industry, they're going to have a lot of bumps in the road. You're basically starting back from square one. You don't want to do that. If they were new, if a homie said 2 years ago, "Hey, which company should we go with?" they'd probably lean towards Stripe. But because they're so far into this, or over a year into this already, they're that's why. Chavez Megacity says, "I'm no expert, but I don't think a ledger like Stripe charge such a high fee as 10%. I think that's more for Omi to, or I think that's more for a Comey to like recoup some of the losses that they have with the 30% fee. Oh my God, 30% right off the top is nuts." Noah Will says, "In my opinion, raffles for Omi, NFT for Omi for land Viviverse, and accessories all burn from the circulating supply, plus the current burn from the reserve wallet is much better than buybacks." I agree 100,000%. Buybacks effect would be this much, but all of what you just mentioned, this much. It's a lot. So yeah, agree 100% with you. Sinful Mile says, "India does not like China. It's more close to Russia." Agreed. They have a lot of land disputes over there, but a way that they had been able to kind of put some of those differences aside is really just with the BRICS nations. But yeah, India and China, 1 billion people each right next to each other, and they just, yeah, it's not. India's also a really big emerging market, not as big as China. Like, I think it was Africa is called that China's China, where China's helping build a lot of infrastructure over there. China's going to own Africa. China, it's insane. Yeah. And you say, there's border tensions with India and China. Doesn't like that India is giving sanctuary to Dalai Lama. China attacks Taiwan. India may move in. I don't know if India would have the cojones to move in, but maybe. Luis Tamayo says, "If you did what Kyle did, you would be dead." Oh, Kyle, not Kyle Willson on my fridge. Kyle, oh God, what's his name? I know who you're talking about. The guy that accidentally, yeah, the guy that defended his life. The guy that was about to be attacked and could have died. That defended his life. Yes, if I did what he did, I may have been dead. I mean, so when you get older, you like to avoid conflict as much as possible because you're smart enough to know that, okay, worst case scenario, or I would say best case scenario, if you're in a conflict, if you're in an altercation, is that you can disarm him without getting hurt, and you can subdue him and maybe put him to sleep or do whatever, and hopefully he doesn't sue you. Hopefully he's too embarrassed. Worst case scenario, you die. Another not so good scenario is that you pwn him and then suddenly he sues you and, for like breaking his nose, breaking his ribs, breaking his windpipe, whatever. It's just not worth it. Like there's no good outcome of that. But Rittenhouse was something, but yeah. Did we thought was right. Again, he shouldn't have been there, but kind of did what he thought was right, even if, again, he shouldn't have. But again, in that scenario where he's trying to defend his own life, yeah, it's if I were to do what he did, I probably would have gotten killed by police. But again, that's just, who knows. Muzzled on my feet says, "As a European, this view on race is exclusively American, and any appearance of this mentality in Europe is only due to American influence." Yeah, I think Europe is. I think it probably is a bit less race. Well, be advised. New York is like melting pot of like the world, where there's every single type of race here. Like there's even there's different parts of Brooklyn. Some parts maybe you don't want to be. Some parts it's literally called the gayborhood. Not my words, like other people's words. Where they're so accepting. Like there's like, I would be like the weird one that it does not have his hair in a weird, well, it is kind of weird, but but it really a lot of, I mean, racism is still out there. A lot of it, I think, would be down south. A lot of it would be, but I mean, there's backwoods places where people don't see people of color. It's like are they real? People of color actually real? You know, where you don't see it, or where it is alive and well. But again, if any Europeans want to come to like New York City, there's definitely there's homeless people peeing in the street. So there's definitely classism things. But I haven't had anyone be actively racist to me in a while. Like I don't. It's been quite like. Well, I don't know. I mean, every now and then I will get pulled over because kind of what I look like. Hey, what are you doing? Where are you? Like, because I happen to live in a nice place in Massapequa, and sometimes I know I look like a terrorist. It's like, hey, you live around here? Yeah, yes, sir. And so that does happen, but for the most part, like, oh, hey, sorry, didn't know, and then that was it, and let me on my way. But yeah, I mean, I've never had a racial thing in Europe where they said like, hey, you can't eat. Well, I've never had anyone say like, hey, you can't eat here, you can't do this here, you can't like. So I'm actually very, very bullish on humanity as a whole, especially because the younger generation, the younger generation is so like accepting. Like, I feel like back in when I was younger, it was still hard. I mean, it is still, I guess, hard to come out depending on where you are. But the younger generation views trans people the same way that my generation kind of viewed gay people. Like, we kind of grew up with it. It's kind of, accept that. It's very, ubiquitous. And I feel like the younger people are, and that's with trans people. So I feel like humanity on the whole is getting a lot more accepting, including America. Am I trying to defend America a little bit? Yes. Am I from here? No. So I'm not even from here. It's a great country, man. Not without its issues, but it is, and I've been around everywhere. Not everywhere, but close. It is one of the best countries in the world. I'm not gonna out here be like, rah, rah, we're better than everyone else, but it is one of the best ones. Yeah, it's good. Okay, last one for the night. Justin says 19 unarmed white men were killed in 2019 compared to 9 unarmed black men. It's all media manipulation. Yeah, and a lot of the media just wants us to fight. A lot of the media just wants us to be like, oh, it should be, left versus right, or black versus white, and, rich versus poor. And I'm friends with a bunch of rich people and friends with a bunch of poor people. We're all just the same. We like to drink, like to listen to good music, and that's pretty much it. The differences are really not that big. People have a lot more in common than we think. Most people. Sinful Miles says, being brown-skinned has its benefits. You can blend in countries where people look like you. Being white could be dangerous for being robbed, targeted for scams. That's a good point. Like, I have a buddy of mine in Brazil right now. I don't know if I would want to be white in Brazil, where it's like, oh, gringo over here, let's get him. He's got money. I'd rather. I mean, I'm in like an old school Fall Out Boy T-shirt, in sweatpants. Like, nobody's gonna think I have any money whatsoever. Like, oh, he's poorer than me. Man, I should give him money. He charity case over there. Justin says, I watched the 30-minute long George Floyd body cam. It was nothing but out of the ordinary. I've heard. Sinful Miles says, there's huge cultural difference between Syrians and Ukrainians. Yes. Justin says, LGBTQIA2S plus supports the very entities that want them killed. Do they? I mean, there's an episode of Modern Family about this, where like, hey, the gays are gonna protest outside of this restaurant because of this reason, but the two people that happen to be gay, the main characters, Mitch and Cam, or some of the main characters, they happen to love that restaurant because they have really good food. And then they're like, you know what? I'm sorry, guys. We make mistakes. We all make mistakes, and just this restaurant is really good. I know that maybe they don't. Why are we out here protesting? And like, because they don't support like the same wages for gays. And like, okay, well, I'm sorry we did that, but it had really good food. So there's even in like the gay community, I think you see stuff, examples like that, where it's like, at some point you just, not that everyone should give it a rest. I love protesting. I love that type of thing, but it's exhausting to go to like, okay, what does this company support this? And, does this company support that? And it's like, at some point you just got to live your life. At some point you get tired and it's like, this has the best product for the cheapest price. Just gonna get that, and if the company happens to support things that maybe aren't good for your cause, okay, you eat that. You eat that cause. You just eat that. Like, I'm sorry. I just, the best thing that you can do at that point is try to just be the best version of yourself. I think, just my opinion. Mafi says Russians and other surrounding Slavic have had it worse. Most difficult, tragic history in the world. Everyone's ancestors suffered, but they take the cake. Imagine North Korea, but worse. Yeah, I would not want to say I like being in America. It's not bad. It's pretty nice over here. Simo says common Black Panther pumping. Max Girl, really? Is it? Where's my phone? My back, my neck, okay. So let's look at the Veve app right now. Oh! We got Patreon member of mine saying sweeping low. Oh, my man with the Lokis. Oh my God! And then also, cheers in Vegas. Cheers in Vegas. I'm drinking Tesla tequila and streaming. Not daydreaming. I'm streaming. So be advised, guys. Now, I will say, I have to redo some math here. 60 plus 24 plus 17. 11. So 800 divided by 111. That doesn't make sense. Only 7%? No. 11 divided by 800. Yeah, so more than 13% of the secret rare alligator Lokis are locked up. More than 13%, and that's not including the 0 to 40. If we add that on there, more than 18% are locked up. But yeah, so more than 13% are locked up from the circulating supply for alligator Lokis. If we take all of them from 0 to 40, more than 18% is locked up. That's nuts, bro. That's nuts. I can't wait to get more. Gotta survive. Gotta be a little bit tired of life. Sorry, I love that song. It's so good. Wow, I got a lot of people following me, which is really good. I can dig that. Let's go to the collectibles. 338 collectibles over here. Got 17 secret rares. But let's see what we got here. The secret rare alligator Lokis are at $1,569. And how many of them are there? So let's see, there's 10. There's 20. Okay, so if you buy 10 alligator Lokis, suddenly the price goes up to $3,900. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And if you buy 9 more, so if 19 alligator Lokis are taken off the app, the bottom 19, Taps Trades has number 549 for $8.8 million. Taps Trades, I love you so much. Yeah, there's not a lot. It says 20. There's only 23 on. That's really, really low. That is really low. That's very interesting. That is very, very interesting that the secret rare only has that. All good, brother. You can text anytime. So the commons, so be advised, guys, I have 177 alligator Lokis now. And thank you guys for 50 likes. That means the world. what's 98 times 2? A little bit time. So I am currently 19 common alligator Lokis away from having 2%.
of the supply. That's heckin' awesome. Where am I here? Oh yeah, you said common Black Panther. Okay, let's get back to the common Black Panther. Let's get back to this. Yeah. Okay, so going to the drops, because that had dropped relatively recently. Common Black Panther is at, whoa, 105. A little bit of a wall with Tie Guy over there, but yeah. Yeah. Wow, Common Black Panther do be pumping, though. Let's take a look at other stuff. What other stuff is pumping? All right, now let's go to collectibles. Let's go at Secret Rare's Spider-Man 2099. It's up to 1550. That was previously down to like 1100. It's good. Let's check out Secret Rare Deadpool. What he's at. 1700. He was also down to like the low thousands, whatever. I have Shark Bite. He's still down to 298. So if you want to get a Shark Bite, that might not be a bad time. Captain America is at $2,800. Secret Rare. Storm Secret Rare. I have two. I have a sub 100. I have number 82. I also have 635. Wow. She's at 1240. She's still pretty low. Let's take a look at Secret Rare Goofy, who's at almost 2,000 back now. Oh my god. Hang on one second. Breaking news here. Well, I remember how like 2 weeks ago, Fantastic Four #1 was, the Secret Rare was at like $9,000. It is currently at $16,999, up to $17K. Hey, oh, I love this game. I love this game. Let's get this bread. The market do be pumping though. All right, so we got to go back to the store here. Oh god, no, where was I? All right, drops. Black Panther. Okay, we're gonna go to the Twitter. Let's go to the Twitter. Look at that bread. Look at it. The market do be pumping though. Okay, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna do the Fantastic Four one first, and then I will go on to the. And then I will message the Black Panther one. Oh my god, so good. And then I'll get back to my friendo over here, saying like, I love this game. Oh, this is a great time. This is a, oh my god, this is good. This day is getting better. That eases the passing. I'm out. I'm empty. Do I drink more? Yes or no? Now I recognize that also I will not see your answers for another 25 minutes, but maybe at that time I'll be okay. Let's see what we got here. Sinful Mile says, make a Mew kid buy a new machine. Oh, make a new kid buy a new. Got it. That mentality isn't only in the Middle East. You'll hear that in poverty-stricken parts of India, Africa, Central South America. Like I said, I understand that, but like, my God, man, that's brutal. Oh. Now maybe that's my American privilege showing. Like, you know, well, that's a machine, but over there, can't get a new machine. Make a new kid. NFT and me says we do ghosts on Friday. Oh my God. Just says Americans don't know oppression. Americans don't know extremism. That's our point. Alex M says Randy's getting lit tonight. YOLO. All my deepest condolences for your loss, my brother. Thanks, Alex M. Appreciate you, buddy. Timothy Lamentary says Loki gang. Loki. Hey, you have one. Well, you have one of your listed for like 4,500. So I don't think you actually even want to sell it. This is Randy. What you think about what's said about buybacks and the fact that the total supply of the reserve, vault, and burn wallet has been slowly increasing? Wait, the reserve? No, it has not been increasing. I will hang on a second. Let me go to the omi.vv.me. I believe that is the thing. Oh, it's token.vv.me. So in the reserve wallet, there's currently 246 billion. In the vault wallet, there's currently 61 billion. So that would actually be. Oh, I see what you're saying here. I see what you're saying. But in the burn wallet, there's 33 billion. I think that is not with the. I don't know if that has to do with the. I don't know if that has to do with the migration though. Ethereum layer 1 and immutable X layer 2. I think that has to do with migration, how there is currently over 300. Oh no, there's 307 billion in there, but in the burn wallet is 33. No, this still makes sense. This still makes sense. The reserve wallet is 246 billion. And then the vault has 61 billion, so that would be 307 billion, almost 308, give or take. And then you have about 33 billion in the wallet. So yeah, that makes sense. Jean says, my condolences for your loss. Thanks guys. Yeah, no, it's I'll show you the last message that I had, or the last picture she had sent. Where she was like, never leave home without the sunscreen. She's so white. I love her so much. She was in the Guard, but she was working full time with security forces as well. We never really got into that as a why. Would have been nice to know, but I might go out for the funeral. I might not. I don't know. See what happens. Lord of the Realms says, falling in reverse helped me become emo back in the day. Still love him. Still love him too. Joseph says, I've been meaning to watch the new South Park. I've seen some of the new like COVID specials. Those are pretty good. Timothy Thought of Terry says, Randy day drinking. Everyone spam Loki in the chat. Loki buy-in spree. No, maybe. I mean, I don't have too much left in here. There's not a ton, and it's not crazy late either. It's like 9:12. Now I haven't really drank. That's a lie. I have drank. It was my girlfriend's birthday weekend this past weekend, and we were at this place on they're in the Poconos, and I don't know if I showed you guys. This is like the most American thing in the world, and it's the best. Let me go to my. Nope, not that. Oh, I am curious about that. That is a deep. So it's a normal burger, but the buns. Check out the buns. What do the buns look like? It is deep fried mac and cheese on those buns. Oh my god! I'm just gonna. I love it so much. Where am I going? Okay, all right. Moving on here. Justin says, that white people are living in the past. People that hate white people. Yeah. Kelly says, what do you think of Veve and Ecomi being two different entities? I mean, I've known that since I joined. It's fine. Even if they were, I mean, yeah, they're two different. They're named two different things. But that's fine. I mean, I don't see anything wrong with it. I mean, that's. Yeah, this is the name of the app. It's the Veve app, and the Ecomi company. Yeah, no, that's fine. I mean, it'd be weird if they were all one company. Sinful Mao says, "You're bullish on humanity." I am bullish on humanity. How Kelsey's laughing and Sinful Mao is laughing. I am. I think humanity now is in a much better place than it was, and a lot of people, especially older people, say no, kids today don't know how to have conversations. It's all going to hell in a handbasket with the media and the wars, and I get it. If you look for the bad news, you're gonna find it. But I mean, remember in not remember, but you know what? This is gonna. I got it, man. I got it. This calls for it. The situation warrants it. To Beck. I will save that little bit for maybe after I finish this. There's a channel, you guys might know it, called the Fine Bros. And the Fine Bros, what they do is they have kids react, and teens react, and elders react, and adults react, and college students react. I wish they would have a military react. Love to be. Maybe they do by now. I don't know. Veterans react. But they had an elders react one time, and they had to react to Elvis videos, music videos and appearances that he did, and all of these baby boomers, they were 70 years old, give or take, and this was like I don't know how many years ago that it was filmed. They were asked, what did your parents think about Elvis? Every single one of them says like, oh, they hated Elvis. Oh, because of Elvis, that's the reason that I was rebelling. That's the reason why, I was wearing jeans or shorts, whatever. And, the world was going to hell in a handbasket because of Elvis because of Elvis. How insane is that? So, yeah, people are always, there's always going to be bad things going on. There's always, kids are always going to be rebellious, and kids are always, but back when I was around, blacks and whites couldn't marry. Up until even 10 years ago, gays couldn't marry, at least not federally. I think maybe in California they might have had that a little sooner. New Jersey might have had it a little sooner, but I don't think gays could marry until federally until like 2014. But yeah, humanity is much more accepting, and some of that you do have the internet to thank for. Like back in the day, people or kids that were weird, they were like eccentric, and they were, they maybe didn't fit in, but nowadays you have like these subcultures like emo. Like emo would not have flown in like the 50s, 80s, whatever. That's like emotional thing, or you listen to music that maybe isn't necessarily happy, but it's weird people can find each other now. If I were to be alive in the 80s, like right now, like as I am, and just there's no way. Maybe I could be in like a hair band and just play violin. But yeah, people are just so chill now. I mean, and again, there's so much craziness in the world that obviously not all of them, and I'm kind of privileged to say that, but yeah, humanity's, in my opinion, is only getting better. A lot of people are only getting smarter. I mean, you have these people like once in a generation people. You have like Newton, you have Galileo, you have Einstein, you have Elon Musk. Hopefully there's more of them. I mean, I figure as in 2000, the World Health Organization had said that their goal was to take poverty and cut it in half by 2015. And they did it by 2013. Now, a lot of that was due to capitalism, but they fought abject poverty and they got their goal, cut it in half by 2013. That rising tide raises all ships. And when you have people that are not into education at all because they are foraging for food and they're boiling leaves so that they can make paste and eat dirt, whatever, that is, you're taking those people that can go to school, and are most of them going to be engineers? No. But are some of them going to be scientists and engineers? Maybe a couple of them. You tap into that brain market, that's an untapped brain market. And what humanity can do with that is just, that's why I'm bullish on humanity. So anyway, moving on. Sinful Mom says, not same wages for gays doesn't make sense. Businesses wouldn't hire all gays if they could pay them less. Yeah, I don't know what they were protesting. Forget what it was. What's Tesla Tequila? Tesla made a couple of these bottles back in the day, and they were very limited edition. $400 a bottle. They were a lot each bottle. I have a couple of them lying around. There's one in here. There's one over there. But yeah, I have a couple of them. But tonight was a kind of I don't want to say special occasion. It was necessary. Chris Infinity says, I'm washing my car. Thanks for keeping me entertained, Randy. Where are you that you're washing your car at 9:03 at night? Or it was 9:03 at night when you made that comment. What time is it now? It's 9:19. Not too far away. I remember one day where I used to work as an assistant chimney sweep. And I could do the sweeping of chimneys myself if I needed. But and we were doing like a liner there where putting the whole thing inside the chimney, and there was a an older guy washing his truck. Like, we were there for 3 hours. 3 hours. And this old dude was like on his hands and knees, and he's waxing, and he's doing this, and he's doing that. He was there when we started, and he was there when we left. And I go to the guy that hired me. I was like, did you see that guy that was washing his car for 3 hours? He's like, yeah, I did. And he started to like, he was almost like embarrassed. Like, I should be doing that for my kid's car. I should be doing that for my, but I just don't get lazy. I was like, wait, are you like abdicating this? Are you like making this okay? 3 hours on washing a car. You could take it to a car wash. You could just hose it down, or you could just not wash it. Like, you don't have to wash your car. So, moving on here. Super chat from Charles Merkel saying, "You're a good egg, brother. Speaking of weird people finding each other, did I ever go to Warped Tour?" As I unzip the Fallout Boy t-shirt here, this is our culture. Yeah, of course I've gone to Warped Tour. I've gone to Warped Tour in a couple of different states. I've gone in New York, I've gone in New Jersey, I got to one in Detroit. The one in Detroit was at Tiger Stadium. There was this dude with a Charmander tattoo. I was like, and I shit you not, excuse my language, I touched his boob. I was like, and it's like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. He's like, no, it's cool. It happens all the time. It's like, usually it happens with hot chicks, but you're not a hot chick. I was like, sorry. That it was so much. We've had, oh god, Warped Tour, just going in, just listening to Yellow Card. And at first I thought, like, when I listened to the last few sets of Yellow Card, I think I was at Bayside's thing, which I love, 666, like, where it would be like, you made a mess of things, my what up. But I'm also listening to like the Yellow Card thing. The stage was over there, and I'm listening to their. So I was like, they haven't played Ocean Avenue yet, and based on the time and how much, okay, they only have a few songs left. So I make my way over to the Yellow Card stage, and then they go and they say, yeah, listen to the last few songs. Like, all right, guys, thanks for coming. I was like, they didn't play Ocean Avenue. Like, thanks for coming, guys. We're Yellow Card. I was like, you're not playing it, and then they go, dun, 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 dun. There's a place off Ocean Avenue. I was like, oh! And it was just like shaking my friend. Oh god, good times, good heckin' times. Yeah. Oh, what would you say? Oh, also, Charles Merkel, do you want to renew your fridge membership there? Let me know if you want to renew that. Hell yeah, I'm from Michigan, so I've been to many in Detroit. What was it, 2012 or 2011? I forget which one it was. Whichever one. I don't know if they have that there every year, but that, yeah, I was there. It was great times. Warped Tour was my jam back in the day. Late 2000s, early 2010s. Oh, good times. Oh god, just the girls wearing like the free hug shirt. Oh god, and then the guys wearing like F your free hug shirt. F your free hugs. Like, I get that. That's fun. The people that like the newbies that drink a little too much and they don't drink enough water and they're just outside the porta potties going, oh, those guys are, oh, we've had such good times. God, I miss those times, man. Oh god, I miss those times. I would still rock out. I would pwn these kids right now like, you don't know nothing about this. Moving on. Where was I before? RPM 87 says, I heard Omi could go to $100. Cavell Anderson said 10, but he also said 100 wouldn't surprise him. There's so many sectors we could tap into. So many freaking sectors, bro. So, I mean, it depends how much we burn. If we stay down here, now, I don't expect us to stay down here because figure if we have minimum of 4 exchanges over the next year, not including Bitmart. So what do we got? We're in March, so April, May. So in June, we should probably have another exchange. September. So by September, we should have 2 more exchanges. Now, you could make the argument that the 2 exchanges we get by September are, maybe they're going to be small. Maybe they're going to be like Bitmart. Okay, well, I do think that out of the 4 exchanges that we get, that Reese is planning for, or the person that they hired is planning for, then we have December, we get a bigger one. And I don't necessarily mean Coinbase or Binance, but a KuCoin, a Kraken, a Gemini, or Crypto.com. One of them is probably going to be one of those. And the 4th one is probably going to be a Coinbase or a Binance. And anyway, listen, if we can only burn so much as the price rises, but we will probably be going down. We will probably be burning a lot while the price stays down here. How long does it stay down here? I don't know. Long term, the longer it stays down here, the better. But yeah, it's I love it. I love the fact that this is happening right now. We're burning so much. Again, if we had gotten exchanges last year and the migration took, whatever, then we would have gotten, I don't know, we'd be at like 12 cents, 15, 18 cents right now, and we would be burning like nothing, and it'd be hard. It'd be a lot harder, but I think this is good. I think, so, I mean, again, 100, so what would it take to reach a $10 OMI? Figuring that by 2030, we have, OMI, if that's $2 trillion, like, well, that's higher than both Ethereum and Bitcoin put together. Yeah, it is. Right now, you think that Bitcoin and Ethereum is going to stay the same price? Of course it's going to increase. And I've said before that Bitcoin will probably be $1 million per coin by 2030. That makes it a $21 trillion market cap by 2030. Some people thought that was insane up until Cathie Wood had said that, yeah, you know what? Ethereum is going to be a $20 trillion market cap by 2030. And she tends to be pretty conservative about things. So if OMI, which is only, what, $500 billion behind Ethereum right now, if OMI loses that $500 billion if OMI, or if Ethereum suddenly goes from $500 billion ahead of OMI to 18 trillion ahead of OMI, then OMI would be at $2 trillion market cap. If, and what, how do you get a $10 OMI out of a $2 trillion market cap? If we burn 112 billion OMI and we have 200 billion left in the circulating supply, a $10 OMI would be a $2 trillion market cap. So let's say we go crazy with it and we have 100 billion OMI left. We burn 212 billion. Then a $10 OMI is only a $1 trillion market cap. Okay. Well, if we are half of what Bitcoin is, then $100 OMI would be a $10 trillion market cap if we have 100 billion. So, but in order to get that, in order to burn 212 billion from the circulating supply, we have to stay down here for like years. Or yeah, like for years. And that's just not going to happen. So I will make a video on this at some point. Actually, let me go and write that down. Math for $100 OMI, which is not impossible. I mean, again, if we'd still be $10 trillion behind Ethereum, but everything would have to hit right. And again, the only way that's possible is if we go and we burn 212 billion OMI from the circulating supply, and we are a $10 trillion market cap by 2030. Could we hit that by 2040? Yeah, absolutely. Abso-heckin-lutely. But, $10 OMI, what would that make me? $10 OMI. What would, let's take a look at this here. Let's say at $10 times 100 million. So that would make, I'm sorry, let's say 100. I would be a decabillionaire if I still had 100 million OMI. if I still had 100 million Omi by, let's say, 2040, which is possible to burn that much by 2040, 18 years from now, you could have a kid right now, and by the time they're legally able to vote, God, it'd be a deca-billionaire. That'd be insane. Could you imagine? Not just billionaire, deca-billionaire. But realistically, $10 Omi is very, very, very reasonable. Billionaire, pretty nice at that point. Pretty heckin' nice. Where am I? But again, I'll probably diversify a little bit before that. Moving on, yeah. Mark D says, "What up, Randy? I didn't hear your take on the Obi-Wan trailer. How heckin' sick does that look? My goodness." So when they go and first they show him, and he still looks good. Like he's obviously aged in the last 15 years. Of course he has, but he still looks good, and he looks like he's been through a lot, which he of course has. Obi-Wan Kenobi has been through a ton, and he's looking at Luke that's playing on the and then they have the duel of fates. Oh my god, and they have that, and they have this is the pure epicness of that. I hope they have Darth Maul at some point. I hope they have they have to have Darth Maul at some point. It's probably going to be a multi-season thing like Mandalorian, or hopefully like what I think they're going to do is they're probably going to have and this is separate from the Obi-Wan Kenobi series, they're probably going to have a Boba Fett, Mandalorian, Ahsoka Tano, like kind of like a Defenders crossover series at some point. It's going to be so epic. But maybe Luke Skywalker would be in there too. They want to put Luke Skywalker in everything now, but yeah, it's going to be great. Like the Hayden Christensen coming back as maybe they might have a young Ahsoka Tano in it. I can't wait. It's going to be so good. They might even have a baby Grogu in there appearance. Omi Tony says, "Yeah, I think $10 is possible. I just dropped a vid on it yesterday. It's very possible. It is. RPM 87 says, "Can you sell merch that says the market do be pumping?" No, I have a shirt that says meow 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 meow. I don't have a one that says the market do be pumping though. Maybe at some point I will. I'll keep you posted. DJ DS says, "Sorry for your loss, brother. We are here for you." Oh, dude, thanks, mate. It this doesn't happen often. Maybe once a year, ish. Maybe once like every 12 to 18 months. We don't have at least the people in our that there was no like agreement saying like, hey, go to the closest bar and have a silent one at 10 p.m. or we don't have any agreements like that. Like, but it's, I don't know. I feel like you should, like, in remembrance. She was younger than me too. I remember after we got out of tech school, messaged her like, I think it was like a month afterwards. She was back in her home. I was back in my home. Just for after tech school, you get like you can take 10 days of leave before you go to your first duty station. And she's like, "Yeah, I'm back chilling where I am." And I was like, "Oh, have a drink for me." She's like, "I'm not of age yet, but I will." I was like, "Oh, I forgot. You're some people that join are like 18. Yeah, good times. Where am I? I remember when I had my coming back party. My friend Alyssa threw it for me. It happened to be so back in the day, my first apartment happened to be, my friend Justin knew this kid Dave, whose mom was going to rent out a room, and so I was like, okay, let me go and talk to this woman, and she let me rent out a room, and her son David was in high school, the same high school that I used to go to, and he had a what do you call it? He had a band, and this girl Megan was dating somebody in the band, and she noticed my Triforce. It was like, "Oh, Triforce!" Like, "Oh my God, you like Legend of Zelda?" I was like, "Girl gamer," like, cool. So we became friends, and I would take all the kids. I would buy them food. I would take them, my chance of being a dad without having to be a dad. And I took this girl Megan out with her friend Alyssa to Taco Bell. And we're on the way there, and she's in the back seat. She's like, "Oh, my mom likes Taco Bell," and I kind of jokingly say, "Like, huh, is your mom single?" And she's like, "Yeah," and she likes younger guys too, actually. And I was like, "Girl, what?" So we go to Taco Bell. Then we immediately go to her house, and we go and we hit it off, and we wind up dating. Me and her mom, not the girl. She was like 16, like 14. I was 19. So anyway, so so me and the mom went up dating. Her name is Steph, and we're still friends, very good friends. And we anyway, me and the daughter stay in touch after me and her mom break up. Again, we're all friends. And when I came back, she's like, "Hey, Chavez," like, and we like take. So a bunch of us go out to dinner, to a Fridays, TJ Fridays, and then I was in an Ed Hardy shirt, and I had like the short hair. I was all like dieseled up because after basic training, I was just skinny. But after like 6 weeks in tech school, I was like, like not a lot of fat. Just super, like, actually, I'll show you what I looked like in tech school. Be prepared to be loud. Be prepared to be like, Chavez, that's not you. But I swear, it is me. Let me go to my photos here. My albums. Profile pictures. Who y'all bulldogs? That was me about, okay. That was me maybe a month or into tech school. Yeah, and you see my Triforce right there. And I had to watch. Yeah, I didn't have as much tattoos, but yeah, that was chiseled Chavez when I was gonna go home soon, and so I was in my Ed Hardy shirt, which looked good on me, and I didn't notice this at the time, but Alyssa said, "Yo, like the hostess Chavez, she's checking you out." I was like, "Really?" I did not know. My situational awareness was not there. I was like, ah. Anyway, I don't know why I had gotten on that story, but good times, mates. Good times. Now, where am I here? Sinful Miles is Veterans React. Yeah, they should have that. They should totally have it. I mean, I have a Veterans React playlist that I've done, but other Veterans React. Alamonte says, "Cheers, brother. I'm doing this program where I don't drink any alcohol, but I'd love to virtually join you with some drinks." Yes, we will probably have that in the Vverse. Actually, on I think Sunday, I'll be doing this thing called VR chat with Orange Bag Lady. She's gonna show me around the virtual world and stuff, and I can't wait for that. She's a good friend. She's a cool friendo. Mark D says, "Absolutely agree, Randy. We need the youth to save us. They can see through the BS." Yeah, no, agree. Like they can. I'm so bullish on younger people. Like again, when I was younger, I felt like I could do things that maybe adults like couldn't do or wouldn't do, and think about things like, no, we should just be happy and love each other. And adults are like, no, you don't understand. It's like, well, I understand now that some people are just lazy and they don't want to help others. And yeah, moving on. Blah, blah, blah. Mark D is absolutely agree, Randy. We need the youth to save us. Like, oh, I just read that. I'm sorry. Kelsey says, in terms of percentage, how much do you put into Veve versus Omi? Is it 50-50? So there's two different answers I have. One is how much have I put in for that ratio, and how much would I put in right now? I put most of what my net worth is 90% in, well, maybe not anymore. It was 90% when I was a millionaire, but not anymore. Because Omi's gone down. But I put maybe about 85% into Omi and maybe 10% into the Veve app, and then the rest was in like Earth 2. But now I have, because Omi went down so much, it's a bit more, but it's a bit different. There's more. There's still more Omi than there is more Veve collectibles, but instead of like this, it's like this. But if I were, like, again, my friend Mike messaged me about this, about he has another 100 something thousand to invest. I didn't even mention Veve collectibles. Now, that being said, I do expect Veve collectibles to moon before Omi, and look at what it's doing. Black Panther, like all the collectibles that I just went over before, the market do be pumping though. because again, Omi is not on any crazy exchanges yet. Bitmart is not going to do anything crazy for us. Anything smaller than KuCoin probably won't do anything big or crazy for us, but some of them will. And again, right now, currently, there's really no utility, but there will be. There will be a lot. So instead of having my friend being all crazy with the trying to do stuff with the market, I just told him, like, listen, just go into Omi for right now. All right, halfway through the stream. Wow, I think okay. Let me go to the Veve app. Let me see what some of the other stuff's at. Let me see what the reso's at. Oh God, excuse me. I am just burping up a storm over here. So let us go. So is told. I never would have dreamed in a million years I'd see so many heckin' people that feel like me, that share the same. Sorry, this has got some Eminem going on here. Oh, what are the ultra rare alligator Lokis going for? I almost have 1% of those. They are going for $183. Interesting. Okay, where's the reso? Where's the reso at? Come on, give me the reso. Seriously, give me the reso. Okay, here's the reso. Let's see what he's at. He's at $15,000. Not a ton, but it's better than the $10,000 he was before. He literally increased 50% in like a week. That is nuts. 50% on your, it's just, oh God, this is insane. I got this reso for $2,500. Insane. Yeah, this is good. This is a good day. So that's about $30,000 between reso and the Fantastic Four #1. Good times, good times. I love this game. I love this game. I do, man. I do. I love it. Oh, I'm so glad I didn't sell anything. Oh God. I'm done with that. But I'm going to, all right, I'm going to finish the rest of this Tesla Kila here. Oh God. Maybe I shouldn't. I can't even get this open. This is childproof. Okay, here we go. Here we go now. Here we go now. Here we go now. And we are donezo. Whoa. Again, I normally would not drink on a weekday. I miss my friendo. Moving on. General 69 says, I'd be bullish on humanity if things like WAP weren't acceptable and praised. We're going to hell in a handbasket. General 69, you are just like the boomers' parents that said things were going to hell in a handbasket because of Elvis. I think the same thing happened with the Beatles. Oh, world's going to hell in a handbasket. These British people, they don't have haircuts and they have bad teeth, and the rock and roll music, they're screaming. Like, it's... Now, I get... I get it. I get it. You know, WAP, this wet... You know, like... Not my brand of singing. Is not my taste. But is it entertaining? It's a conversation starter. It's a thinker. It's it happens. You know, do I love the song? No. Do I love rap? Nowadays, no. Maybe every now and then there's something that comes out that's good, but I like old school rap. Or I don't want to say old school like, you know, 80s, 90s. I do like some of that too, but late 90s, early 2000s, you know, after like 2005, it kind of went all to trash. Kind of went all to crap. Like, there was not good stuff. I don't like mumble rap. I like rap that like says something that, like, you know, me, like, I don't know. Anywho, again, that's me just being a little old, I guess. I don't know. Gene says, I have a small bag of Nervos. I want to invest into Omi. Your thoughts, please? I don't know what Nervos is, so I can't really tell you if it's good or bad. I can tell you that there's a chance that Omi doesn't do anything for months. Like months. Like, the next exchange that it could get, let's say in June. I'm sorry. March. Yeah, let's say in June. Let's say June is the next time we get an exchange. It might not be that good. It might be okay. And it might not do it. It might pump it 15%, 20%, and bring us to, you know, we could be down at half a penny or less for a very long time. max probably 6 months, maybe 9, but so short term, I don't know. Long term, like there's a reason why I have most of my investments into OMI. There's a reason. So the market is pumping. I would really like to see what OMI is doing. Let's take a look. So yeah, I have the ability mostly to be able to go and not have to worry about where my next meal is coming from. I don't have to worry about saying things like, "Oh, hey, you know what? I don't know what's going on in the world." And now, granted, I don't know how I'm going to pay my tax bill, but I'll figure something out. I don't know what your financial situation is, but like I told my friend Mike, that's like, "Hey, you have this much to invest." Because he's a little bit older than me. He's at least 38 because he's going to retire from the Air Force this year. So he's at least 38, maybe a little older. It's probably 40. I don't know. I told him, and again, he has kids. I put everything into OMI because I don't need money right now. I mean, I do, but I don't. We're at 0.0042. We could be down here for months. But long term, like I said, this would be $1 2024 through 2026 at some point. I think this would be $10 by 2030. There's a lot. Like, where is the world going? The world's not going back to the way it was. The world is going micro. The world is going inward. The world is going into this giant place of the metaverse, where you have things like CVS filing for a Web3 metaverse platform. What the fudge is that about? Everyone's trying to get in because we know where the future is. We know that I don't get to that super chat in a second. And I've said this before, and I might sound like a broken record here, but when you have companies like Microsoft paying not just like a couple $100 million, $69 billion, everyone comment nice down below for the $69 billion to Activision, or to buy Activision Blizzard so that they can create their metaverse. That is not a small bet. That is we know, like, they know which way the wind is blowing. They know where the world is going, especially gaming. If Axie's Infinities tells us anything, it's just that I think I just got a text message from someone. Axie Infinities tells us anything. Blockchain gaming with crypto and NFTs, that's the future. That's the way to go. Even if it's not, even if it's only part, like, people are making money with this, everyone's getting in. I don't care who you are. Like, am I a Backstreet Boys song? I don't care who you are, where you're from, what you did, as long as you make me money, bro. Sony paying $2 billion for Bungie, the creators of Halo, to build their metaverse. We have a very good head start on this. CVS applying for metaverse just in case people catch a digital STD. Just in case people catch a digital STD. I could love you, brother. Oh God, I'm crying. All right, we got a super chat over here from Braver Sensei. What's going on? It says, "Hey Randy, I'm worried about no more buybacks. What can you say about it?" Okay, so buybacks would have put a little bit of the tiniest bit of buying pressure, like, consistently on it, but it wouldn't have affected that much. There's going to be much more buying pressure from the likes of OMI to NFT or OMI to land, or any like OMI raffles, where you go and say, "Oh, in order to get this one, guaranteed chance to purchase this NFT, you have to bet a certain amount of OMI," and all of that gets burned. And the company is not losing any money because you get a guaranteed spot to buy this NFT, and you still have to buy the NFT. And the argument against that is like, well, Chavez, why would I pay only light $100 on fire just so I can take that NFT and pay another $100 for that NFT? If the NFT is $100, you really think you're only going to sell it for $100? If it's a good NFT, you're going to take that, you're going to burn whatever OMI you pay. The NFT is $100, you pay that $100, you're going to sell that for $500. What was that battle statue? $80? $180. What is it now? It's $500. What was it at one point? $2,000. A lot of these that you could pay, like again, that Aston Martin car. How many people would pay 1,000 Omi, light it on fire to, go in and guaranteed to get that Aston Martin, to pay another $1,000 for it? Maybe not too many, but people that see the future are saying like, oh, hey, this car is probably going to go for several $1,000s. Okay, well, when you have this incentive to burn a couple thousand Omi, because if you don't get it, if you're not in the top 100 or whatever, the top people to be able to get that, you get your Omi back. There's no whatever. Does the Omi burn if you get it? Yes, absolutely. But then you get the collectible, and you could sell it for 5 times as much as you paid for it, and net the difference. You replenish your Omi and net the difference. It's gonna be so much. Oh, it's gonna be insane. It's gonna be absolutely insane. So that's what I think, Braver Sensei. I think that this is going to be the. I think this is going to be. Buybacks are not needed, and I am happy that Akomi is using their money for other things as opposed to buying back the token. I think we can do that ourselves. But again, just my opinion. Where am I? Where am I at here? Helen Handbasket, Bag of Nervos. Charles Merkel, thank you for the super chat saying you're a good egg brother. Speaking of weird people finding each other, did you ever go to Warped Tour? Of course I did. 100,000%. Also, if you want to renew your thing on the fridge, let me know. Dylan says, I miss those days too. Lost a few too, Randy. Love you. Ah, cheers. Military beeps. Cheers, mates. Dylan says, ever hear of GRT? I don't think so. Let me know what GRT is. Hang on one second here. I have a little bit of a spam thing. I'm going to remove that. Andy L says, I have to shut out every Cardinal baseball reference. Birds. Better late than never. Yeah, I made that reference like an hour ago. Speaking of which, we have a Patreon member shout out. I've been waiting a long time for this moment to come. I'm destined for anything at all. Downtown, lights will be shining on me like a new diamond ring out under the midnight hour. Dumbstruck, color me stupid, good luck. You're gonna need it. All right, I'm sorry, guys. I love the Green Day. Where am I here? Andy has better late than never. Why do you shout? Why? Oh, I have to shout every Cardinals baseball reference. Birds, birds, birds. Anyone ever be a part of that Reddit page called like Birds Aren't Real? I know it started out as a joke, but I'm pretty sure there's people that actually think that birds aren't real. Good times. Gunther Heisenberg, what's going on? Says, can Taco Bell sponsor Randy? I wish they would. Can we get like a Randy Taco Bell hashtag thing going? Chavez Taco Bell sponsorship for the win. I outside of the last 2 days, I haven't gotten Taco Bell in weeks. But the last 2 days, I just had to get, and this morning, they had the audacity. I'll show you my order. I will show you. All right, hang on, Arya. Let's see what we got here. We go to the Taco Bell. Hey, give me that. Okay. Yeah. If I go, I don't even know where I go. I'm so drunk. Gotta, woo. Maybe a little bit of alcohol would help. All right, my info, my orders. This morning, I was supposed to get, okay, review my order. No, all right, order summary. No, that's not a cheesy roll. I haven't gotten that in forever. Okay, hang on. I was supposed to get a giant, like, breakfast burrito, that, like, the big one. The Bel Grande, the breakfast grande burrito with a something else, but they didn't give me a grande burrito. They gave me a little breakfast burrito that was like just like And of course, when I got back, I don't know where to put this, I couldn't just drive back to Taco Bell because the amount of gas the amount of money in gas it would have taken me to get there would not have been worth it. So am I like, is this worth it? And I was like, no, it is not worth it. So I'm just going to sit here angry, like, it's still okay. It's whatever. Moving on. Rick Delangelo says, "How's it going, Randy? Solid C3PO pump today. Oh, let's see what the C3PO is. All right, let's see what some of these Omi or these Veve NFTs are selling for. Let's take a look. So you got the Veve. Actually, before I go here, let's take a look at the Cash App. Excuse me, to take a look at the Bitcoin. Hey, 38,000. We have been going lower. What did you say? C3PO? Oh, I got hiccups. All right, so Disney Golden Moments. Hey, where's C3PO at? Okay, here's he at. He is at 3,000. All right, he was a little bit lower before. R2D2 is at 5,400. He was at like 3K the other day. Dude, this market just went insane. I don't know what the reason for the pump was, but it's going high. It's going down. I'm yelling timber, you better move. Because is Black Panther underrated? If you were to ask me a week ago, I probably would have said yes. Ask me today, it is a different story. That is a horse of a different color. But let's see the Black Panther secret rare, because we've only looked at the common. A common. 1,800, yeah. This has gone up by like 60%. Was 1,100 a week ago? Yeah, this has gone up significantly. Joey Recuejos, that tequila is fire. I know, right? Dude, it's so good. And I don't even feel it anymore. If y'all want to ask me anything, this do be the time to ask me anything. I forget what is that a reference to yeah, it's like SpongeBob's we're going to make his best day ever, the best day ever. Moving on. Milham says, "Hey buddy, I let Brandy Babe beat me this time." When you say beat you, there's 3 different things I'm thinking of here. I don't know if any of them are appropriate. Royce Darbone says, "At Chavez, could you please recommend how you would split money between Sandbox and Veve, percentage-wise? Appreciate it. Of expendable income that you're okay with going to 0 and okay with never seeing again." Now, I've never played Sandbox. I've heard it's really fun. A bunch of my friends play it, and they have a good time. They're neighbors, and they say hey to each other, and it's cool. It's legit. But I don't. I honestly don't really know much about Sandbox, so I really couldn't help you. Art thou feeling it now, Mr. Krabs? Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I really couldn't help you. So because of that, I don't know what it is. I can't really tell you. I wish I could. I don't know enough about Sandbox to be able to give you that breakdown. I'm sorry. I wish I did. Maybe I should learn more. I will tell you this, though. A lot of celebrities are in Sandbox, and the Telegram and Discord chats are kind of buzzing. Not as much as the Comies, but yeah, it's buzzing a little bit. A little bit. You'll make money, most likely, in both. But you'll. I don't have my money. The only other metaverse I have my money in is in Earth 2. But again, that's just because I don't know. I know what I think I know enough about Sandbox. I just know that Akomi and Earth 2 will probably win in the end. Not saying that Sandbox won't succeed. They'll definitely succeed. They're already succeeding. But it's just that they will. I think Akomi and Earth 2 will win more, in my opinion. And Braver Sensei says, "Hey Randy, I'm worried about no more buybacks." And I know what can I say about it is that it's probably good that we're not doing buybacks. It keeps the token low for right now, and this way Akomi can spend their money on doing other things, like the Veve-verse. Brandy Babe says, "Ha ha ha, he is seriously poking the bear." Brandy Babe, didn't you kill him yesterday? I thought you were going to kill him yesterday. If could you imagine if Brandy Babe actually just stuck it to Milham? Actually, I'll BRB. Hang on one second. I'm going to get I hope I do not fall on myself and gourd myself with this. Could you imagine if there was sorry, I have slippery socks on. If there was an actual case where Brandy Babe legit said, "Milham, you know what? I'm tired of you talking poop of me on the, and she just went and just ka-tink, you know, at him, and then the cops are just like, hey, Chavez, I know you had nothing to do with this, but we need to take a look at your videos. They don't even need my like phone or whatever to be able to do that, but they could be able to. Oh no, oh no, it's fine. Tequila's it's an empty bottle now. I could probably sell the bottle. And they say like, hey, we need to use your video in like a justice case because Brandy Babe is on trial because she straight up murdered her husband. If you guys ever renew your vows, can I like go to the wedding? I go to the vow renewal. That'd be so great. That'd be so fantastic. I love you guys. Gene says, thank you for your feedback. My biggest bag is Omi, by the way. Ayo! Very good. The RPM 87 says, I want Omi to stay ow. Ooh, my head. So I want Omi to stay low. We want Omi to stay low. I'm buying as much as I can under a penny. My man. I wish I can get more. I mean, now that a lot of the NFTs have pumped by 70% and Omi's kind of staying, you know, it might not be a bad idea to take some of that, sell some for Omi, and then when Omi goes up, oh, hey, buy some of the NFTs back and go back and forth, you know? Doing that type of deal. But again, Omi could stay down here for a while. So I don't know. Timothy Lemetary says, I've got another 70,000 USD. I'm waiting for Omi to hit 0.001 to 0.0008 because I want to pass Randy an Omi amount. Timothy Lemetary, I love you, man. Is it possible we get back down there? I guess it is, but you know, as soon as we get down to like 0.0028, 25 or whatever, whales are just going to eat that up. You think that Dr. Profit and Ray Fixie and just people with money are just going to let that stand by? They're not. Hang on one second. They're not. They're going to want to have that be, yeah. They're going to want to scoop that up for cheap. So again, I hope it does. That Omi burn would be ridiculous, and I could maybe get a little more, but it's just not going to happen. I would say that for the amounts that we're talking about, if you have 70K coming at you, again, we could be down here for a while, and we could go down there, but if my tax bill was taken care of, and I had another 100 grand coming at me, I'd probably put half of it in Omi right now, knowing that we can get cut in half, knowing that we can get cut, you know, by take another 60% haircut. Can't stay down here forever. I would do it now. I mean, again, knowing that we're probably going to stay down here for a while and we could go lower, but there is a smaller chance, a very small chance, but less than 50%, maybe like 20% chance that we get another exchange in a couple weeks, and just while you're waiting, suddenly it goes up like, oh, well, poop, you know? You know what I mean? Now, maybe over the next couple of days, once we do get on Bitmart, there might be a sell-off. We shall see. Who knows? Oh, hiccups. Fist of Yang says, I think Star Wars did really well because of the new Star Wars series coming out on Disney+. Yeah, I mean, that's part of it. I mean, the whole market's pumping, but yeah, Star Wars in general is just always going to be around. Always going to be around. It's great. It's great. Fist of Yang says, what are your thoughts on lenticular cards? I got them not because I like them. I would have much rather gotten Loki's, but I got them because they will make money. They are the first cards on the app. They're the first ones with actual music, not just normal sound. It's actual music. They have 3 different pictures on it. They have, I'll show you. Yeah. Dun, dun, do, do, do. Oh, where's my secret rare? Let's go to Pluto, ultra rare here. Because I own one. Number 860. Oh God, come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Now touch me, babe. Can't you see that I am not afraid? Oh, what the fudge? It X'd out on me. Is there an update for Veve? Oh, there is an update for Veve. Guys. Update for Veve. Update. Who's hungry? I don't got a lot. I don't need a lot. Coffee's only a dime. Oh, living in the sunlight, loving in the moonlight, having a wonderful time. Sorry. Okay. Okay. Hang on one second. Twitter. Different seller. Sorry. In the middle of an escrow deal. Same seller. Blah, 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 blah. Take a step down for today. I need to calm my shopping nerves. We'll get you more info after stream. I could just, I don't even need that. I could just go and be like, what mint? Okay, let's go back to the Veve app here because I'm opening it now. Okay, where was I? What was I saying? What was I talking about? Insight, anything else? Oh, lenticular cards. Okay, so we'll go to the cards and we'll go to the Goofy Secret Rare. And we'll go to this guy and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Oh my god, clear cache for Veve? Veve closed because the app has a bug. Try clearing the app's cache for, okay, clear cache. Optimizing, and now I'm opening it now. Okay. Try number 3. Okay, start collecting. Ooh. All right, going to collectibles here. All right, Goofy. Lenticular card coming out here. God damn it, Veve. Oh my god, Veve just it just keeps closing. I don't know why. I updated it. It is not doing a thing. So but either way, so the lenticular cards, where was I here? Where was I? Okay, so Fist of Yang, lenticular cards is that they first appearance cards, first appearance music, not just sounds, there's music. There's 3 different pictures on them. You have one where it's shaped like this, one where it's shaped like that, and then on the other side, there's another picture. There's a signature on it. It rotates. It's beautiful. They're great. And even though, yes, we have a Donald and Daisy Duck, that's a golden moment, the first actual appearance, even though it's only a first edition, but it's of that. That's the first time it did appear. So, like I said, there's a lot of layers to them. Very, very good collector's item. Limited amount. It's very good. Milestone Ranch says, hey, Randy, just popped in to like and comment. Have a good night, brother. You too, Milestone Ranch. I love you, brother. Royce Darbone says, at Chavez, I appreciate your insight, bro. Thanks for taking the time to answer my question, as well as everyone else. You the man. Please be careful. Yes, of course, Royce. My man with the same name as Royce Clayton, first name. Milham is laughing. I love you, Milham. Where's my telephone? What time is it right now? What time is it right now.com. 10:08. I'm only a few minutes behind. Gotta ask more questions or I'm gonna be not on here. Mac Juice says, hey Randy, hope all is well. You think this was a temporary pump till war ends and MTL is all done? Who knows? It could be. I mean, I could sell one of my. So let's take a look see here. Because I can go on the app and at least look at prices, even if I can't look at them in VR, which is heckin' ridiculous. But I digress. Reese has posted on the Twitter. Don't mention the word that starts with M and ends with Etamask. Auto spam activated. Reese says, say his name, I dare you. So if we go to the comic books. Alright, we're going to have to go to Fantastic Four #1, and we're going to find out. It was at $17,000, $16,999. But there's number 5. There's number. Where are we? All right, Fantastic Four #1, Secret Rare, is currently at $16,999. If I were to sell that for, let's say, $16,000, and let's say it were to sell for $16,000, which let's do actually $14,000, and say it sells times 0.915, because you have to take out that thing, I get 12,810 gems back, which I wouldn't even do. So let's say 15,000. I get 13,725 gems back, right? and then let's say it dips down again. Is it going to dip down to $10,000? I don't know. I don't know if it will. You have to take that chance that it might not. And, let's say that happens and I times it by 0.7. Get $9,600 for it? Nah, fam. I need that to be more. Need that to be more monies. Now, where am I here? What you think about only 50 to 60 people have access to MTL and our closed circle? I mean, we knew it was going to roll out slowly. So I think because it's rolling out slowly, it makes sense that very small amount of people only have access to it. That'll obviously get bigger. It has to. It has to get bigger. I think it's going to be slow, but it'll eventually pick up a lot of speed. Here for the long run, but interesting. Yeah, it is. It's going to be interesting to see how these things play out, but I'm here for the long run also. Milham says she's giving me the death eyes as you speak. Brandy Babe says, hey, I need to borrow those so I can set up Wolverine to take the fall. I mean, with those, either Wolverine or Freddy Krueger, they'll think one of them. I love you guys. You guys are great. Mac G says, how do you think Walt, how low do you think Walt can go? Almost picked one up at 10K USDT. Oh my God. If you were to get him at 10K USDT, you probably should have taken it. Hoping to see him at 8K. All right, so something did sell today for $13,000. A Walt did sell today for $13,000. Let's go to the Veve app here. Let's go to the brands. All right, Disney Golden Moments. Walt partner statue. Wow, 25.3. Wow. So $25,300, and he got sold for $13,000. That's literally 0.5. Oh my God, that's insane. That's literally insane. If you can get the Walt for $10,000, dude, take it. You'll see with a further dip, but just hoping for a miracle. Listen, that probably should have taken it. Now, if you have $10,000, should you buy Walt or Omi? Walt will probably pump first, but Jesus, man, yeah, Omi. God, that's so cheap. Fist of Yang says, do you think is worth buying a Goofy for short term right now or something else better? I mean, Goofy did already go up a little bit, but yeah, short term, I think all of these are going to outperform Omi short term. But I would do something like a Todd. I would do DC because Disney and Marvel have that 8.5% fee, where everything else has 2.5% fee. So it would make sense that you would get something that is you have less of a fee. How far do I think Goofy's already been $4,000, like $5,000. Like he'll probably reach $7,000 again. Like once this pumps. It's the only thing of Goofy we have right now. I think he's going to do really well. Long term. Roy Starbone says, hashtag White Sox. I remember being so happy as a kid when I found out I had a name similar to someone famous/semi-famous. White Sox, eh? White Sox. All right, interesting. Are you from Chicago? Are you from Chicago? Roy Starbone says, my mom named me after her favorite car. Oh, okay, Rolls Royce. My goal is to one day buy one for her. She likes a 70s model. Well, if you got some Omi, I bet you can one day. That'd be great. It'd be great for you to do that for her. Matt Jesus, thanks for all you do, Randy. Always nice to hear another perspective. Of course, man, of course. Ronnie87 says, can we get some Limp Bizkit for your Patreon shout out? I don't actually know any Limp Bizkit. I don't know any. I'm a failure, bro. I'm like a 90s baby's failure. If I did, I would have by now. Timmy Lanatari says, Randy, sell off your secret rare and get 8 secret rare Lokis. I should have gotten more Lokis when they were at $1,100. I just didn't, because I'm an idiot. I mean, let's take a look at some of the other things here. If we go to... God, I have so much secret rare Lokis, 17 secret rare Lokis. It's nuts. I mean, I would do an even trade, but like, who else has that amount of Lokis? There's no sub 100s that are super cheap. Cheapest sub 100 is $7,900. It's not happening. Let's take a look at Spider-Man 2099. Let's go down the list of here. So 1600. There's a 3-digit for 1800, but let's try to look at the sub 100. I don't even know why I'm looking. I have like 60 gems, like not even. It's not worth it for the sub 100s for the secret rare Spider-Man 2099, because the cheapest is 3,900. Not worth it right now. Let's try secret rare Deadpool. 1750. So 1750 is the, yeah, this is probably not gonna. Yeah, no, 4,500 for the sub 100, not worth it right now. Secret rare Sharkbite, you might have an idea, but again, that's not really a huge coveted thing. So 290 for the sub, or 290 for the floor. But if you try to get a sub 100, oh my god, yeah, it's like it's $699. It's not worth it. All right, let's try secret rare Captain America here. 2790 for the normal floor. So out of the 2790 for the normal floor, yeah, 6,800 for the is almost close. So let's take a look here. So 90 times 2.5. Honestly, that is like fair pricing, but it's not like a deal. You're like, yo, that's a steal. Steal. Like, it's fair. It's fair pricing. Let's look at Storm though. Storm secret rare is at 1240, and 1240 you should have a sub 100. Let's take a look here. So 1240 times 2.5. You should have one at 3,100. Let's see what it goes to. You can get one for 2,900. Again, not a crazy good deal. It's, you know, kind of worth it. I wouldn't sell it for that. Let's see, Goofy. Oh, he jumped up even more. He's almost at $2,000 now. 1998, so pretty much $2,000. So let's say 5,000 would be the sub 100, right? 4,900 something, but let's say 5,000, just to be, you know, keep ourselves honest here. Oh, there's a lot of these on sale. I would. The person who asked about Goofy, probably not get them short term, because there's a lot of these still on sale, like a ton until you get. And again, the sub 100 is at 5,000, so that makes sense. Again, there's nothing crazy good for the secret rares. Let me check the secret rare of Loki's here, or the ultra rare of Loki's, because I'm heckin' curious. So 183, but then we go from low to high. Nothing. I mean the number 75, which is at $966, is kind of close, but not really worth it. Let me try to go to the common alligator Lokis though, because those have got to be 177 of those. Is nuts. Nuts, I tell you. Nuts. I have more common alligator Lokis than is on the market right now, which is insane. Let me go and get a low to high over here. Okay, what did I say? It was $46 times 10. The cheapest one is number 85 for 600. It's not really worth it, and that's been up there for a long time. So yeah, none of these are crazy good. All right, moving on here. Where was I? This is go. White Sox for Royce Clayton. Ah, I knew him on the Cardinals. You knew him on the White Sox, I guess. Mac Juice is making me think of getting Omi over Walt. Only have 1,000. Yeah, if you have $10,000, if I had $10,000 right now, and I had no tax bill, and I had the opportunity for Omi or Walt. Now, short-term, Walt is probably going to outperform. Short-term, Walt can double like that. I mean, I guess so can Omi. But, like, again, $10,000 gets you about 2 million Omi. Gets you one Walt. Is Walt going to be $2 million in the future? Probably not. Can Walt reach several $100,000 or even $1 million? Yeah, absolutely. But Omi will be $1, guaranteed this decade. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. Like, I'll make a bet right now. And what happens? Well, if it's $1 and you have 2 million Omi, you have $2 million. Walt can maybe get to $1 million, but it's probably not. Yeah. So again, that's just my opinion. It's not financial advice. That's why I would get Omi. Again, short term, Walt will probably outperform. Long term, money's on Omi. Roy Starbone says, but he did play all over. He did. He was a good utility infielder. He's good. He's good. He's fast. Not as fast as like Delano DeShields, but yeah, good. Alan Montes says, man, the Undertaker coming out to the ring of Rollin' 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 by Limp Bizkit was everything when I was like, yeah, dude, he was just a boss. He was just such a boss. God, I love him. Undertaker, he's still so good. He's still jacked. He was on Joe Rogan like a year ago. He's still jacked. And Timothy Lamentary says, Randy, sell other Veve NFTs you have now and buy Loki. I command you to take a shot of tequila and do it. I'll take the rest of this tequila, but I'm not doing it. Oh my God. Again, guys, I have a huge tax bill. If I didn't have that, I would totally buy. I'd buy a bunch of. Now, but that being said, I love Pokemon. When Pokemon comes out, you will see the biggest gem squeeze out of all the gem squeezes. Also, I'm out of Tesla key. I'm done. That was like half. You guys didn't see it, but I drank like half the bottle. There was only half a bottle left, but yeah, the idea of with Pokemon, we will get it. We'll probably get the announcement. Now, I have a bet with Mr. Pags, aka Henry Pagliuca, and I think he'll be on the stream at some point. I don't know when, but he will be on the stream at some point in the next week. Within the next week, if I go to my calendar, on May 4th, I have a bet with Mr. Pags, $20,000 Omi bet, saying that on May 4th, if we have a Pokemon announcement, I have to pay him $20,000. Or I'm sorry, 20,000 Omi. But if we don't have a Pokemon announcement by that date, he has to pay me 20,000 Omi. So like I said, I'm very, very bullish. I do believe we have Pokemon, and they will probably announce it at some point. But I think they need to roll out more of MTL first. I think they get more exchanges. I think they have to do the web app, and then they'll announce Omi. Now, could that be possible? Almost 2 months away. So yeah, it's possible that the web app is done by that point. But who knows? And again, that bet is not saying that we're going to have Pokemon NFTs available. That's just going to be that they're going to have an announcement. I don't think we actually get Pokemon NFTs until after localization. But again, that's just my thing. Localization is going to be so huge for us. What was this question here? Oh yeah. For eventually, most of my stuff will go to Pokemon. It'll be to land and to Pokemon. That's what it's going to be. Vivi Fambam says, yeah, buddy, get ready for that excitement again. Let's get this bread. I love this game. Cigar Panda for comic is still undervalued compared to its in real life value and significance. Agreed AF. Agreed AF. Let me go to eBay and put in Fantastic Four #1. CGC. Let's see if any of them graded. Okay, so we have a Fantastic Four 1.8. Something that you can't read, that it is in the crappiest condition ever. All right, let's look at the description of this. See full description. Yeah, I know. Okay. You will receive exactly what is pictured in the listing. Items will be shipped extremely carefully to ensure they arrive in excellent condition. All shipping and handling varies. Blah, 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 blah. Any problems? Okay. But 1.8 is up there for $18,000. And that's Fantastic Four #1. Oh, actually, there's an auction going on. Fantastic Four #1. I think it's CGC 2.0. That is, the current bid is $13,844. And let's see the description here. Oh, that's just it. It is from someone that has 100% positive feedback, but a 2.0 is crap. Like, it is not good at all. And it's going for so I just watched that, and that'll go out soon. I forget where I go to. I think it's comic book something. So CGC, where to see comic book. Where to see comic books are worth. It's not Macari. I know I've gone on there before. I have an idea. Fantastic Four #1 value. Is it Go Collect? Yeah, I think it's Go Collect. So there are currently no sales for a 9.6 or a 9.2. So really good condition for a Fantastic Four #1. But a Fantastic Four #1 9.0 has sold for $310,000. 8.0 sold for $220,000. There's no 7.0, but there's a 6.0. So currently the going rate of Fantastic Four #1 2.0 is $14,000, and that's about to be right now. So it's about to be like the same thing. Yeah, and that's for like the crappiest copy ever. There's 145 of them. Now there's 31 secret rare available. So this should be $60,000, because there's 56 6.0s at $56,000, and there's only 20 8.0s at $220,000. Minimum $60,000, because it is less. It is more rare than the 6.0. It is slightly not as rare as the 8.0, because there's 31 of those. Or I'm sorry, there's 20 8.0s, but there's 31 of ours, and at 200. So even if it's decrease it by 50%, 110, or I'm sorry, decrease by 50%. So 50% of that, so 50% down. Yeah, $110,000. That'll be huge. That'll be huge. That'll be very, very huge, in my opinion. Just moving on. Tyler X is $1. What? Yeah, Omi will be $1 by between 2024 and 2026. Probably in late 2024, maybe early 2025. Yes, this is my opinion. Kobe Plus says, Randy, I see you're drinking, but what are you drinking? I drank Tesla Tequila, not the whole bottle. The bottle was up to like here, and then I slowly drank the rest. That is what I was drinking. It is one of the greatest things ever. Brandon Jacobs says, has this market proven that golden moments are better than Disney in general? They have stayed much more resilient. The golden moments are, I don't want to say king, but yeah, golden moments are, in my opinion, some of the greatest. Yeah. Currently, I don't believe there are any other things that are better than golden moments, with the exception of like a Todd, a Riso, and some comics. Marvel Comics #1, Fantastic Four #1, Fantastic Four #5, Amazing Spider, yeah, and Secret Rare Spider-Man. Just my opinion. Explicit is your tax bill for Omi? No, the tax bill was from last year when I wanted to buy Omi, so I sold all my Tesla, I sold all my Pokemon cards, collected all my aging receivables, and I put it all into OMI. So that passed through my bank accounts, and because of that, I have a very large tax bill. So I need to pay for that, and I have the rest of the party I need to pay for. So I don't know what's going to happen. Yeah, we'll see. Brandon Jacob says, "Oh no, you will lose your OMI." I mean, some of it. I'll pay it in parts. I can't pay it all at once. $120,000 is a lot. Monarch NFT says, "Had to hop off the live stream." What's going on? What's going on, Monarch? We've just been chilling. We've just been trying to. I've been answering everyone's questions. Been talking about Veve. Like the market is doing crazy things right now. We have a new Loki, a comic series, which is going amazing. Oh yeah, here. All you can eat buffet. So nothing crazy right now going on the Twitter. David used hair like my status says. The market do be pumping though. Undervalued AF. Big facts. How's a comic estimated to sell for millions and higher grades going for $16,000? I know, right? Moving on. Yeah. Where am I? Who are you? Stephen B. Smith says, "No one buy. Let the bots donate." Let them donate. Let them do whatever they want. I mean, I'll still buy, but you know. Mariano Lopez is just joining. Not sure if my comment is out of topic. Oh no, it's fine. We've been gone out of topic like multiple times. And thank you guys for 70 likes. That means the world. But Veve hears you. This coming art should be pre-order, in my opinion. Idea is help. Let the community who wants to help get one. Yeah, I agree. I think that people should be able to go and get. Yeah, if they want to help, then help. And this is why I hope that they have like 50,000 of the commons. Whatever they make common, like 50,000. Let everyone like, even if it's $10, $500,000, and not all of that will go to the Red Cross. But you know they have to pay for whatever. But a lot of that will go for a lot of other things. Just my opinion there. Aldous Havley says, "Randy, me thinks big things coming. Gonna be an awesome year. It will be great. It will be fantastic. It will be en fuego." It'll be amazing. I can't wait. SWFL Resale says, "Why can't you make payments, or where's your write-offs, man?" I do have a good amount of write-offs, but some of which in which I had sold were short-term capital gains, and a lot of my taxes are only going to be 22%, but some of my capital gains things are like 45%, and I have to pay half of what. So it's, yeah, it's a lot. So I'll keep y'all posted. Monarch Energy says, "Yeah, I hopped off the stream when y'all were talking about the Loki comic, but I'm back." I don't even know what we talked about afterwards. Done. I've been going for almost 3 hours. I kind of have to utilize the latrine here. I gotta pee. I got to break a plate. Don't hit me. Oh, hit me. What? I don't know what else we were going off about. Got a little bit. I don't really didn't live. Oh, so apparently, Ronnie Radke, who is like the singer for Falling in Reverse, used to. They lived on my friend Carrie's street. Carrie Heretic. She was on the podcast. He used to live on her street, and they practiced in the garage, her garage. So she opened the door and windows while she worked, so she could hear them. He was in a thing called Escape the Fate back in the day, but she's awesome. I love her. She says, "I don't know what he did in life, but back then he chased Fat Jeffrey down the street for pushing my daughter off her bike. Nonetheless, Escape the Fate always had a lovely haunted house on Halloween. Nice kids, although honestly that's being in AH since I bought that house in my 20s. Fun stories. We need you back on the podcast." Honestly, if y'all want like a mob story, want like go watch that podcast that I did with Carrie Heretic. Randy Chavez, Harry, I'll find it for you on the podcast. She has these crazy, amazing stories, and a lot of which she had said on the podcast. And she said she got like 20 messages the next day saying like, "You need to write a book. You need to write a book." And I mean, she kind of does, but let's see what we got here. Randy Chavez, Carrie Heretic. Yeah, that one. Chavez, podcast number 37. She was actually at DesignerCon. We met at the bar, or we had known each other for like 10 years. I love her. She's so great. She is so amazing. I love her. Moving on here with some comments. Oh, that was it. I have 10 minutes till my next Patreon member shout out, so I'm gonna totally like stall until that because I want to sing it. Dude, TikTok has a lot of really good songs as well. They have a lot of really good things that people just. TikTok is so great. I'm jealous. When I was younger, if I had TikTok, this is all I would have done. All I would have done. Now, granted, I'm happy that I have Pokemon. Thank you guys for 75 likes. That means the world. You know, I'm happy that I had the childhood that I had, and I do kind of feel bad for some of the kids that maybe didn't have that. Little pump and back down we go. Ha ha ha. Oh no. Oh my. Revenue. Ooh, double oh my. Oh no, $37 is not that bad. Okay, moving on, shop. Where was I? Monarch Energy says, what's pumping in the market? Dude, everything. Everything in the market. Like, what is pumping the market? I don't know, but everything do be rising steadily, though. It's so crazy how things happen. It's so crazy how it just... I don't think there's any rhyme or reason. I think maybe because Veve said, like, hey, we're helping out Ukraine, and people are just like, oh, buy these Veve NFTs. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go share that on... Can I share that on Facebook? A little bit tired of life. Hey, Veve Digital Collectibles. I don't know. Can I share this on Facebook? So, oh, maybe I can. Facebook newsfeed. Buy Veve NFTs and help Ukraine. Oh yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. All right, I'm gonna do that. Gotta promote that Veve everywhere because you're everywhere to me. When I forget the rest of the lyrics. It's you I see that makes me believe I'm not alone. Oh my god. Oh my god, she's engaged. Sorry, my friend Erica just known each other since we were 12 years old. Now we're engaged. The soul knows. Oh, I'm not gonna say nothing. That's heckin' great. Okay, so I'm gonna move on here and get back to the rest of the questions. What we got here? Stephen B. Smith says, what percentage do you charge to do escrows? So it's not really a percentage. It's just that up to $10,000, like if the deal is $9,000, $2,000, $8,000, whatever it is, I'll charge one common alligator Loki. If it's over $10,000, I'll charge two common alligator Lokis. But if it's over a $20,000 deal, I'll charge an ultra rare alligator Loki. If it's like a $70,000 deal plus, I guess I don't know, two ultra rare alligator Lokis. I don't know, man. It's a $100,000 deal plus. I'll charge a secret. I don't know. But usually the deals are only four figures. It's a common, and if it's over 10,000, I'll charge two common alligator Lokis. It's much like 1% of $10,000 is $100. Two common alligator Lokis are like $80 something, $90. So it's less than 1%. Yeah, less than 1% typically. That's what I would charge. Aldous Hadley says, is new Pokemon TCG Live going to redrop all cards as NFTs? Probably not. They're not really into that yet. They probably will be at some point, but not yet. Does create a market? Use Omi as currency? A boy can dream. There'll be a lot of Omi utility. So Epico Regal, when Epico Regal had one of their new announcements, they tagged a Komi in it. So Epico Regal will most likely be using Omi as their stuff. And again, Brock McBlockchain, CEO of the Fiches, has he's accepted Omi for his Fiches before. Will he do it now? I don't know. I mean, still probably. I mean, still low, but we shall see. Monarch NFT says, my secret rare comics are still victim to the sell walls. Sorry, brother. Hopefully that changes soon. We got Monarch NFT says, I'm trying to liquidate a few secret rare comics for them Batmans, but still no pump. My secret rare got a pump. I love this game. I don't know what the other secret rares have been doing, but who knows? This might be the next best thing, but not quite me. How's it go? I'm trying to think of what other things to talk about here. We've gone over everything almost the last 3 hours. This morning, coming home from stressful day, found out your mom's under observation at the hospital. She's apparently fine now, but damn. Oh, wow. Prayers to you. Prayers to your mum. I don't know why she said that as a British person. My friend Mike says, give the kid a camera for an hour, and this is what he does with it. He cosplayed as Spider-Man. Because I, too, have cosplayed as Spider-Man. Now, if this person had, like, a lot of money, or any money, I would tell him to go buy some Spider-Man, but even, like, $100 is probably not a good thing for him. Probably not able to do that. I'm just not even going to wait for the Patreon member shout-out. I've got 5 minutes. I'm tired of waiting. A, B, C, D, F, you, and your mom, and your sister, and your job, and your broke-ass car, and the stuff you call R, F, you, and your friends that'll never see you again. Everybody but your dog, you can all F off. Na 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 na. Excuse me, guys. I love that song so much. Oh god. There's some Bud Light seltzer, or that was not, I haven't drank that in a while. I just haven't thrown that out. Just gonna sanitize my hands over there. Try to look good if you, yeah, okay. So that was it, everybody. I love y'all. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. Everyone say bye-bye to Dashy. Bye-bye, Dashy. Thank you all for the super chats. Y'all mean so much to me. I love you all. I'm gonna call my girlfriend if she's still up. Okay, goodbye, guys. Meow, 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 meow. Okay. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. I'm stoked on McFarlane Toys taking over DC Direct and other DC collectible lines. I hope we will have licenses to these new designs by McFarlane because that are lit. They are lit. How's thanks are. Cheers, mate. I love you all. Goodbye. Whew.